close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Hello, everybody. Hello, 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 hello. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Y'all, I went over to Matthew's and it was a she show. Thank you, Diamonds, for taking up for me. I appreciate it. Hey, Rhonda Lynn. Coupon Mama. Congratulations. Lily will be happy. Rhonda Lynn. Grandbaby number 4. Aw, that's a blessing. Hello, Daniel Berry, Sammy, Laura P, Brown Bear Jamboree, Sammy, Myrtle Burke, Diamonds, beautiful diamonds, hola diamonds, Carice. Let's see, Gigi. I felt like we had a really good live while ago. Nora Woods. Thank you for that cash app earlier, Nora. God bless you. Myrtle Bird. I know you do, Diamonds. I got yours too, honey. Rhonda Lynn. Why do you yourself like that, Miss Daisy? Huh? Do what I do? Hey, Innocence. Hey, Sarah. I almost have it, y'all. I got 11,900 subscribers, y'all. 100 more to go, and I have 12,000. I hope I make it. Seems like it's been forever trying to get to 12,000, y'all. It should get easier, not harder. It wasn't Matthew. He was being nice. It was someone on his panel trying to get at Jinkies. Yeah, it wasn't Matthew going on a poop show. It honestly wasn't. Jinky said, let's go over. And I seen diamonds on her. So I went up and there was a woman up there. I don't even know who she was. I didn't even take it serious. Hey, Davis. Oh, just subbed again? Well, thank you, H. Davis. Daisy didn't get in trouble at Matthews, thankfully. Yeah, I know. I didn't stay long. I know. I hope I get there eventually. Um, has anybody seen Dom defer? She wanted me to come on here, and I was going to let her talk about whatever she was upset about. Um, but I hated to. That's why I come on another live so we can talk about random stuff. Hey, H. Davis, and not because I hate to mix other stuff in these children's case. You know what I'm saying? I hate to mix up um politics and stuff like that into into children's cases. And I felt like that we had a really good live stream, and I didn't want to, you know, go into talking about something else during that live. You know what I mean? Hey, damaged goods, how are you? So I said, well, I'll just come on here and do another live stream and let Dom seem like she was pretty upset. I was going to let her get it out of her system, whatever it was that was stressing her out. She said that something about Iran and Israel, and that's biblical. So I don't know. I believe that Jesus is coming soon, y'all. I do. Hey, Buster. I hold grudges, lol. I don't go there. Hang on. I don't go there after the way they allowed to be treated. Well, I understand, Nora, and I love you for that. I do understand that. I do. And I'm cautious about it. I am. I love you for that, though, Nora. She was talking about Iran attacking Israel, and Iran said we need to stay out of it or they'll attack our troops. And I do believe that that the Bible is, coming to pass, y'all. It's being fulfilled daily. I do believe that. I I believe that, so uh she was just really upset and I was wanting her to get to vent. I think she is innocent. I said that yesterday, Miss Daisy, when the nations surround Israel for war, Jesus will come soon. Yes, ma'am. You did. I remember you saying it. Hey, Noel. Um, damaged goods. Love you, dear. Um, but yeah, it's scary, but we got to have faith in the Lord. And that's what I do. My husband tries to talk about politics like deep, like the current election, and I won't let him do it no more because last time he got me, he kept me in a fizzle about it. And now I just trust God, you know? So, Daisy, has your baby geese hatched yet? Or are they supposed to? I just candled them today. They're only about a week old, but there is a lot of them. I'm going to take a video of me candling them and post it. They're different ages. I have another goose laying, so there's three geese laying on eggs right now. We're gonna have a lot of baby geese again. We do very well with baby geese. We really do. Um, but while we're waiting on uh Dom Defer, I'm gonna bring up my beautiful designs channel. And well, I'm not gonna find it on there. I'll have to go look it up and see if I can get people to subscribe over there because I almost have 800 subscribers. And I posted a video today, um, a short video when I went to the Royal King. I went to Royal King today, and I recorded some cute stuff there on my Beautiful Designs channel. And so I can't play the music, but here's some of the cute stuff that I recorded. I like going places and just finding cute stuff and posting videos about it. And that's on my Beautiful Designs channel. Chicken stuff, y'all. Stuff you won't find. It was discussing how they let them skanks talk to Daisy. I mean, there was some really hurtful, bad, horrible things said about me. Yes. And sometimes people just want to forget it. Still waiting you to show baby Matthew. Well, I gotta get a damn donkey first, Matthew, silly. I gotta get a I gotta get a damn donkey first before I can name it Matthew. Hey, Debbie Nelson. But this is some of the cute stuff I come across. So y'all going over to Beautiful Designs and subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Um, they just have a lot of cute country stuff there, and I took some videos of it. Of it. Let me go back. Hang on, I'm gonna pull up my channel over there. It's not a big channel, but it's almost got 1,000 subscribers on it, and well, sheet. Here it is. Let me pull up the whole page. This is my page. Beautiful Designs. Sick of you, Diamonds. You better leave Diamonds alone. Diamonds is my girl over here. Are you still live streaming, Matthew? Um, but yeah, hey, I want her to touch. So I'm going to be doing some more DIYs. If for those of you that's not familiar with some of the stuff I go different places and shop and show what's being on sale. We do thrifting. But I also do videos of my own too. Of some of the stuff. What I did where's the video at that I did with the fake cake? Oh, that was a live stream I did with the fake cake. I've actually not did any more videos. I got all kinds of videos. Y'all, I've been on this channel for over a year now, and it's not really grown that much. I just go different places that people wouldn't normally go. And this is my niece's wedding or maybe it's my daughter. No, that's my niece's wedding that I decorated there. I helped decorate. Hey, EMT. And hey, Angel Loader. Has anybody seen Dom Defer? I was waiting on Dom Defer to come back. Yeah, let's see. Just little things like that. I can't play the music, but yeah. Just wedding showers and all that. But I did do let's see if I did some DIYs. I need to start I do DIYs a lot, y'all. I just don't. Look, this one got 36,000 views. Wait, not that one. That was a scary one. But yeah, if y'all haven't watched my videos, watch them. Y'all just too kind to me. I love y'all. We love you too, Noel. We love you too. Dom's wanting me to come live, and now where is she? Dom Defer. Where are you, Dom Defer? There she is. I was waiting on you, honey. I come live just for you, so I was just showing my other channel. I had surgery yesterday. I've been awakened from the pain. Aw, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let Dom come up here if she wants to talk about what's going on. I'm not sure about what's going on. I love that big pig. I love doing this stuff, yeah. I love home decor. I love home decor. Hey, Miss Rain. But yeah, y'all. Go on over to Beautiful Designs and subscribe. I like one subscriber from having 800. And I do some DIYs too. I'm going to start doing more lives of DIYs. See, I did thrift stores and shop with me, all different kinds of stuff on this channel. It's more of a relieve anxiety channel. You don't like have a bunch of like it's I can't focus on these cases all the time because they just hurt your heart. And so you have to have some kind of break in between. I put this video up right now while we're waiting for This is Yoder's, the Amish market that they got there in Bulls Gap. This was at Christmas. Hey, Shining Selena. Dom Defer. Dom Defer. Where are you, Dom Defer? Matthew, you want to come up? I put the link out. We're just having a generalized chit chat in here tonight, and Dom was worried about the current situation over in Israel, and she wanted to talk about it. So I can't watch the kids' cases anymore. It's just too much. Yeah, I know. Hey, Tams, this stuff here, the food you get there at these at this Amish market, man, you talk about delicious there. They got lots of cute stuff. There's the candleberry candles. If you all have never tried candleberry candles, you are missing out, especially the hot maple toddy. Man, you talk about smelling good. It is good smelling. There it is, the hot maple toddy. They're worth it, in my opinion. Hot maple toddy is. Matthew, you shy? Where's Dom? Did she leave us? You can buy Rada there. I like Rada products. Rada products is actually really good. And so if you've not ever tried Rada, look at how cute that is. Bees and stuff. And this is the Amish market there in Bulls Gap. They do smell extremely good. And listen, they got homemade, that is caramel pecan apple butter. And it's delicious. Caramel pecan apple butter. Noel, whenever y'all come back to Tennessee, you got to go to Yoder's. There's Dom. Hey, Dom.
Jeepers creepers, Miss Daisy, I couldn't get on the darn site.
I was wondering where you's at.
Oh my goodness gracious, I was trying and I had to sign in with all these passwords and all this crazy nonsense.
Aw.
But
I
Miss
know you was
Daisy.
frustrated earlier, and I said, well, I'm going to go on and see what's
Well,
going
I'm glad
on.
you're here because I really think that you need to change your title to latest in Middle East. That's
Okay.
really what you need to change your
I
channel.
will. I can do that whenever we get off here. Whenever when I end the live, I can fix it.
Yeah, well, I think you need to change it now so other people can come participate that are watching things happening live.
It won't. I can change the title, but it won't let me change the thumbnail until after the live's over. I've tried to do that before, but I can change the
Yeah,
title.
change what you can and send out an alert that you're doing a live so other people that are following this can join me on stage with you.
Okay, let me change it right now,
Yeah,
and then I'll just change the thing on it.
yeah, I would just say update on Middle East.
Okay.
I mean, you're going to get a lot of different people from different communities, but it's necessary.
I know. Let's see. Hang on. Let me. I don't know
Yeah,
if
and
I
I
can
would
put
send
more.
out an invitation. Yeah.
If I put that in the title, they will flag this video.
What about the Middle East?
Yep, I bet.
Then I would say update on what would you call it? Update on international dystopia or international chaos. Update on international chaos.
see if I put it'll flag it with chaos. I'll put update on current
I
world
would
issue.
say update on international events.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll change it the thing whenever it's not so much the picture, it's in the title. When they flag you, they can flag you in that title because of that.
Hmm.
So what's going on?
So I think everybody needs to realize that Iran did strike uh, a group of Iranian military in Syria, Damascus, Syria. And that was about 4 days ago. And Iran said, we can promise you a strike. You are
Uh-huh.
going to pay for this, Israel. And Israel's Iron Dome right now is being overwhelmed.
I heard that.
And Iran has just put out United States, the great Satan, if you want to become involved, you will not be unscathed. So we've been warned. Now, our problem here is this: we haven't had good communication with Iran since Obama, and I don't think that was really good communication to begin with. We sold out. Obama sold our country out to Iran. I it wasn't really civil. Um, at this
You-
point, we can't speak to Iran. It has just been confirmed that Iran has nuclear weapons, and
Hmm.
they will use it on Israel.
Oh no.
We have activated our they what I heard on KLW World News. We've
Mm-hmm.
activated all of our nuclear arsenal. Aircraft from the West Coast is now going to Israel.
Mm.
So we're on high alert. We have activated the United States for nuclear threat. Um, we're not sure if it's Iran trying to show that they have something. But one thing is clear: if Iran hits Israel
Mm-hmm.
and we back Israel, Russia will become involved and has already said they are ready to nuke us.
Are
We're
you
going to have
serious? Mm.
we are right now imminently looking at attack either on the east or west coast, depending on who makes the decision they want to attack us, probably within a week and a half. This is unfolding now. It's unfolding, and we're looking at World War III. It's already been happening, World War III. But at this point, now we're talking about nukes. And Russia has put out there, we're going to utilize nukes on Ukraine. They haven't, probably because they would get a lot of fallback onto their own country. But that doesn't mean they won't do it to us.
Yeah.
We're in serious trouble here, Miss Daisy.
I know, but the thing is we got to get ready for the Lord. That's all we can do.
Right.
There's nothing else we can do but trust
Mhm,
the Lord, you know?
mhm.
And it's coming. I feel it. I
Well,
feel it
no, it's
coming.
already unfolding. It's already started. They're
Mhm.
overwhelming the Iron Dome in Israel.
Mhm.
Um, Iran has already started sending off Russian
We're
Scud
going.
missiles in there. They're threatening nuclear war. Iran has nuclear ability thanks to Obama,
Uh-huh.
and they have threatened us. Iran has threatened us. They called us the Great Satan, and we will not be unscathed.
That's scary, but that makes me wonder if there's not more going on too. And what do you think it depends on I think something's getting ready to happen before this election anyway. Hey Christy Kits.
Oh, it's going to happen way before the election. I think we're going to
Well,
be. I think
mhm,
we're going to be on lockdown here in the United States. I don't think there's going to be an election.
that's what I was thinking too.
It's going to be martial
And
law.
that's what I was thinking too.
Hmm.
And what I was getting ready to say is The Red Bull. They're supposed to sacrifice the Red Bull in Israel. What, in a
Mhm.
couple days? What day was it this month? They were
Well,
supposed to do it.
Passover is the 22nd.
So during Passover, they're going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't
See,
believe we sent those bulls over
scary.
there from Texas.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
Who would do that? Who would do that? I mean, America is a majority of Christians, and I don't know, but I guess it has to happen. It
Yeah.
has to happen for the Bible to be fulfilled, you know.
Right.
And
I got so I don't know if you saw this latest thing Tucker Carlson did, but you know, I think he brought some good things up to light when he said, who is the religion really getting killed in all of this? And when you look at the Middle East, it's the Christians. We're getting slaughtered. He had a priest on there from Palestine who was a Christian priest and who was a Palestinian. He lives in Palestine. And he said his people are being persecuted, killed. These people Christians have been killed in the Middle East since Jesus.
I
And
know.
why are we, as the United States, allowing that to happen? And he did disclose, he said, none of the Christians can find refuge in Israel because there is a law in Israel that any Jew that converts is going to have to go through severe repercussions. And Jews look down on the Christians in Israel. Yet
Mm.
they require our support. And I think that's terrible. I think it's terrible, Miss Daisy. And I don't know why Jews do that in Israel. I don't
If
like it.
anybody coming in, Dom Defer is a Christian or a Christian Jew.
Well, I was a Jew because I grew up as a Jew,
Uh,
but found the Lord because of a aberrant uh, thing that happened in my life that brought me to Jesus Christ and brought my whole
right.
family there.
And
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 I don't think we would have had that ability if we didn't live in the United States.
yeah, no. If in Israel, it would probably be hard, but Judaism is a big part of Christianity as well. So we love the Jewish people, but
I don't know if we love what the sector of the Jewish are doing there. And I
yeah,
don't think God and Christ love what's happening with the Jewish against Christians.
right.
Um,
No,
and they are going, and as a biblical prophecy says, they are going to suffer until they repent too and know who their true Lord is.
yeah.
So there is a big conversion going on there in Israel. And I think we
Mm,
saw that when Israelis came out against Netanyahu to stop the war against the Palestinians. They didn't support the death of innocent people, being killed. And that was Muslims and Christians all being massacred. And
it breaks my heart about Gaza too. I see
yeah,
videos of these
7 miles. It's only 7 miles long.
I
And
know.
the
I know it's
destruction
huge.
and the killing that happened there is
Yeah,
unbelievable. And Israel is saying to Hamas, give
I
us
hate all.
back our 40 hostages. And Hamas is saying, we're not sure if they're alive. They don't even know.
That's horrible.
So they don't even have anything to trade.
You know, and those little babies getting blowed up without their mamas, and their hospitals were full of children, and I just hate any kind of war. To be honest with you, there's
Hmm.
it affects everyone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And you
Hmm.
know, Iran actually owns part of Israel, the original chosen land of Israel. Like
Hmm.
some of that is they own it. Like the
Yeah.
Mountain of Moses, they is in Iran. They just recently discovered that the Mount Sinai that Moses got the Ten Commandments, the whole
Mhm.
camp and all that. They found it in Iran,
Well,
and they go ahead.
well, what I say is, to that, I wish that they could just make some kind of covenant between
Right.
them
They didn't.
that we share these holy lands. And
Yeah,
when we share these holy lands, it be in peace.
yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think there'll ever be peace as long as the devil reigns on this earth.
Right.
Be no peace for nobody. Actually, we're
Well,
not.
we're
Mm,
we're in serious trouble here because we've been drawn into this, and as soon as Iran uh, hits Israel
what
so
is it?
traumatically that iron wall is taken down, we already have activated our nuclear forces over there.
Hmm.
That's going to open up a barrage of problems that will allow all those Russian nuclear submarines on the East Coast that are waiting to come in, that we do not have technology right now to identify them, to take them out. And they have the capability of creating such tsunamis with a nuclear missile to take out the entire East Coast. And
That's
they're
scary.
waiting there. They're waiting. All of this war is already put in place. If you were to do battleship, all of these strategic forces are already in place. And it's only just now that people are finding out and are going to be shocked. And I'll
Yeah.
be honest, I don't think our government wants to bring fear to people,
No.
because half the people with a nuclear attack are not going to be able to survive it.
Oh no.
You're talking about 300 miles from time of place of impact.
I'll be honest with you, Dom. I've had dreams about it.
Yeah.
I actually felt the heat from it in my
Mm.
dreams. And guess what? I found myself, I thought I was like, it was like I was ready to die. I felt the heat, and then I was in this place, and I thought it was heaven. And I was looking for my mom and dad, and then I was looking for Jesus. And in the background of it, the dream that I had, I could hear Jewish priests in the background praying.
Hmm.
Ain't that weird? I could
No.
hear they were talking in Hebrew in the background,
Hmm.
uh, praying and stuff.
Yep.
And all of a sudden, couldn't hardly breathe. And then somebody come and took me, and I woke up. But
Well, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I have to say to you,
mhm.
looking at where nuclear attack would occur, you're
Mhm.
very safe in Kentucky.
Well,
Actually,
I'm in Tennessee.
you're in a very good place in Kentucky. Number one, you don't have any nuclear energy sites.
I'm in Tennessee, where Oak Ridge is one of the
I
biggest
thought
cities
you
in
were
the
in. I thought you were in Kentucky.
No, I used to live in Kentucky where Jinkies is, but now I'm down by Oak Ridge. Oak
Oh,
Ridge
I
is
didn't
only an
know
hour
that.
away, and that's one of the biggest nuclear sites we
Right.
got.
Well, that's a problem over there. But
No.
Kentucky is very good. Eastern Texas, not Eastern, Western Texas is good.
Hmm.
But when you go up our continent, it's not good because it's going to get very cold, and it's going to be hard to survive the nuclear winter in New York, across all of the northern states in the continent. So, New York, obviously, if they hit New York City,
Oh no.
depending where you are, New York's not going to survive. Um, Maine, there's some areas in Maine that's good, but it's going to have such a nuclear winter, you're going to freeze to death there. So,
Right.
yeah. So,
That's
and like you always say, just stay prayed up. We
that's all
can
we
stock
can
up on all our water and all our food and think we have animals, but once that nuclear winter comes, everything's contaminated. We're full of radiation here.
Hey, if I'm gonna go, I'd rather just go during the whole like I would love to go. I would just want to go. I don't want to be left behind. I want to go. I want to go home. If I
Well,
if I pass away during a uh, an attack, then that's where I'm going. I'd rather go home than be left in a world like that. You know what I'm saying?
yep. I'm going to
But
tell
I
you,
don't believe that that's going to happen. I don't think. I don't know.
I don't believe that, Miss Daisy. I think we are really on the fritz of total annihilation of this earth. And with all of this research we've done with Mars and have found radiation on Mars, obviously there was life on Mars. They're finding
Um,
intelligent life has created some structures on Mars that have existed.
Dom,
Um, that that world destroyed themselves in
do you
war.
really believe that there's a real Mars and there's real other planets?
Um, I do, but I think they're part of the firmament.
I think that they are a line, and a line about these other. If you really think that there's such a thing, look at their equipment during their videos. Examine their videos. There's no stars. When
Mhm.
NASA puts out their videos, there's no stars. There's no damage, no smoke. The outside of the spaceship is perfect. I mean,
Well, that just only
it's
says that
all
we
fake.
never got there. Do I
Yeah.
think that Mars exists? I do. I'll tell you why. You're
Okay.
probably not going to like me after hearing this, but
Oh, I love you no matter what.
um, I know. But I have, since the age of 12, have studied astrology. So I, without a
Okay.
calculator, without anything, manually tracked, knowing what the speed of certain planets were as they circled the sun. I was able to calculate what degree they were in certain signs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was able to do that very young. And I will tell you, looking up in the sky, um, I can tell you where Venus is. I can tell you where Mars is. I know where Saturn is. I know where Uranus is. Pluto's out there. I
Have
don't see
you
it,
ever
but I know
seen any planets through a telescope?
those planets are visible um, based upon telescopic evidence and the energy they exert upon um, uh, the Earth. We're missing a planet. A planet was blown out of our atmosphere sometime in its creation that used to exist. And some are saying that's Planet X that's going around and it's in a strange oblong orbit behind our sun that is like antimatter, doesn't have light. It's very possible. It's coming in with a
Hey,
lot of
so
asteroids.
the Lord specifically says though that he's gonna when he destroys it, he's gonna take his people first.
I hope so.
Before,
I hope so.
before.
I hope so. I hope I'm one of them.
I, I think when God takes this earth out and it or puts fire, we're gonna know it's from God. It's not gonna be from no
All of this is from
nuclear.
God. I don't know how people don't know this is from God. This whole solar eclipse has been since 2017 creating that X that is the beginning of the Hebrew
Never, never,
alphabet and the end. I mean, how can you not see that?
right. Have you heard about the locust that's supposed to come out? There's supposed to be
Yeah, it's
like
going
a.
to hit Kentucky. Yeah, it's going to hit
I
Kentucky.
hope it don't hit here. 'Cause the last locust a couple of years ago about took my pear tree out.
Are you
Like it,
serious?
yeah, it about wiped out my pear
Well, we
tree.
have two different strains of locusts
It was
that are coming
horrible.
out together, and that is coming, and people can expect it. Um, I find it totally terrifying, and people really need to wake up. They do.
It says in the Bible that there's supposed to be like locusts that come and bite
Hmm.
people, like bad locusts in the Bible.
I didn't know.
Um,
Well, they may bite people. All the
in
more
the
you have to stay
Book
home.
of Revelations, it's supposed to they're supposed to come like it describes it, but I don't know. I don't want to. I gotta trust God because the last time I got so tore up about the election, and that's when I seen Jesus in the clouds, and he let me know that everything was going to be okay. And I know a
Right
lot of people
now,
don't,
right? I believe that.
and so I trust him to take care of
Yep.
us because we're his people, and
Hmm.
he's not going to let anything bad happen to us.
Hmm.
As long as we trust him, he'll carry us through this.
Well,
Like he
I said during that solar eclipse, this is a biblical prophetic eclipse. This is not some new wave, new age prophecy. This is in the Bible. It is a sign from our Lord, and it means we need to repent. And if we do not repent, we will not be able to avert the consequences that we are told can happen. And I do believe those that did not go out there, sun worshiping or moon worshiping, the eclipse, going out there looking. I never go out and participate in any type of eclipse. I find it evil. I stay home here. I'll take the day off from work. I stay with my animals. I'll be with my parents. I tell my children, stay cool. Don't go out and travel hours before the eclipse and after. Stay home, fast,
the,
pray, and you will be safe.
the Lord will take care of us.
Right. And I believe that. But what they did say with this particular eclipse that came out is people had strange illnesses after the eclipse. And they suspect that that illness is related to a chemtrail spraying that occurred. And people feel in different areas that were not in the path of the eclipse also had massive chemtrail spraying
Mhm.
that made areas outside of the eclipse path sick too. So I wouldn't doubt it if we see another outbreak of something before the elections.
Something's going to happen in America.
Hmm. Yeah.
I do feel like, but I also feel like that the Lord is going to take care of us as well. I
Yeah.
mean, his people, either he'll come take us, which I'm ready. I'm
Right.
just worried about my children and
Yes.
my family, but and you all, everybody out here, but I'm ready if the Lord came tonight. I would pray that he would take me home with him,
Hmm. Right.
but as far as him letting us suffer, he never let the Israelites suffer. Like their shoes never wore out, they never hungered, they never thirst. He always provided for them, and I believe that he will us. He'll carry us through whatever's coming our way.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
do, because Jesus, I mean, God said He didn't give us a spirit of fear, so we got to trust Him, and we got
Right.
to have faith in Him.
Hmm.
The devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, manipulate, twist, and confuse,
Right.
and so
Absolutely.
put fear
Hmm.
on us. When the Lord will carry us, if you ever give anything to God, He will carry you through. He will take care of it, and you won't even have to worry about it. If you're innocent in something or you're worried about something, the Lord will carry you through. Now, if you go out and commit murder and you ask the Lord to keep you from getting arrested, now I don't know if He'll do that, but things that you're honest about and the things that you worry from day to day about bills or sickness or anything, the Lord will take care of it.
Yes, I agree, Miss Daisy. Our Lord is good, and
Mm.
God
We
will protect us. Lord puts us in precarious situations like yourself. Lord put you here on a platform that you've been attacked.
Oh, I
Um,
know.
Okay.
I believe I believe you do.
He put you here to spread a message. And he asked
Remember.
you to bring a community of faith together. And
Mhm.
I really look at your channel as a community of faith more than just an entertainment. This is not entertainment for me here.
Aw.
Yeah, and I think a lot of your subscribers that come here
Mhm.
believe in you as a person, and God put you here to be an example to speak His word, and
And
that's
that's
been
what I'm
very
trying to do
important.
better. I'm trying to do.
Very important.
I feel
And
like it is.
yeah,
It
and
is.
He's given you trials, and He's given you trials, and you've
Oh
come
my
out there
goodness.
and you've said, I've been, hurt by these other people coming and attacking me, making fun of me. That all went away. And now you have your community, coming back. They kind of, dissipated
Yeah.
a little bit. Now they're all coming back, and it's a safe place to be, a good place to be.
Well, the
And
Bible says, "Stand up to the devil and he'll flee." I hope he does. he,
well, I think
he's
you've made
always
the
going
devil
to try.
flee. Hmm. I think your word and your spirit has made the devil flee. Um, I wouldn't go on to any other YouTube station and say, I'm not Chicken Little saying, "Oh my God, the sky is falling." It's not. We have right now Iran attacking Israel, and there's only two ways that can go. Either it stops. If it doesn't, it's going to escalate, and China and Russia are aligned against the United States with Iran.
Well,
And we feel behooved to protect Israel. And if we become a protector of Israel, we will become a target and they will take us out.
but God said that I will stand. I will bless those who bless you, and I will curse those who curse you. And that is actually talking about Israel. So, God's Israel still is God's beloved place. That's where Jesus is coming back to build a new throne in Jerusalem and a new temple. And I believe that even though Israel is not doing what they're supposed to do as far as believing in Jesus,
No, they need to convert. Hmm. Yeah.
I do believe they're still God's beloved. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I know there's been, talk about, is Israel still under that covenant, or was that covenant met and now we have a new Zionist type of nation that grew there? Um I
God.
really, I don't know if everything against the Palestine nation was
Hmm.
prohibited by God. I don't believe it was. I do believe there's bad actors there,
Hmm.
just like we have bad actors here.
Hmm.
And I, I think it's going to be fleshed out. It's going to be fleshed out, and the Lord is going to deal with those that have hindered His word.
Hey,
I
Nora,
do too,
damage
Mom.
goods.
What are you doing, Big Mama?
Listen, I just got the. Listen, y'all. I saw water. How are you? Listen, my passion is watching the nomads of Iran. I love them, and I feel very connected to Iranians now.
Okay. And
So they're my people.
hey, my Mama, we love all people, Big Mama, but that there's good and bad in everything.
I watch them. Hey, Lori P. Hey, goodbye, Mama.
And so,
I
there's good.
love them. They're just. I like to watch them. They live in the desert, the mountain desert area. The ones I watch, and they're not very good to their women over there. So they cast their women out of their house, their homes. The mother-in-laws do, especially the widows, and they put the kids out, and they have to like fight for themselves, and they don't have like a lot of resources, so they like use a lot of rocks and cement and concrete, and they build homes with it. It's actually kind of impressive, but I'm
Yeah,
obsessed
but
with
they're
it.
getting ready to go to war with Israel.
Hey, they better leave them alone.
Just
Iran's my
like it
country.
would have
Actually, we have a nephew.
if it wasn't
He's
for
from Lebanon. His
beautiful
family's from
flowers.
Lebanon.
I know.
Our nephew Ali
There
Hussein.
are innocent citizens in every country that are good
My
people,
sister was with a man
governments
from
that are evil.
Lebanon.
Right. It is governments that it's actually
You
the
know that, Daisy, right?
what?
Our sister was with a man from Lebanon and had a son, Ali Hussein.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I'm just saying. I love hijabs. I want to wear a hijab.
we're not
I think
saying
they're
we hate them,
beautiful.
Mama.
I think hijabs are
We're
beautiful.
not saying we hate anybody biggin. We're
I can
just
imagine just tossing my
Dom's
children
worried
out either.
because of the war. Dom's worried that it's biblical what's happening. It's biblical, Big Mama. It's
Listen,
happening. The
there's
trade
Yankees,
nothing new under the sun, and just have a little faith in God, and He'll handle it all. That's
well,
what He
Big Mama,
says. Fear
it
not,
has
for I'm with you.
Big Mama, it has to
Faith,
be fulfilled.
faith, faith
The
before
Bible has to be
fear.
fulfilled though.
Y'all gotta
It's
have faith, faith, faith. You gotta have faith, faith, faith.
Bill Clinton told Clinton
Maybe
he would
I'm
have the
asking you
opportunity to
today.
join
These
NATO and
peace,
then
peace,
go
peace
sit
will
down.
go away. Well,
Yes, Daisy, but all the land belongs to the Jewish people. God gave it to them. Yes he did. He sure did. Hey Deborah Ann. But yeah, God did that is and no matter what, it don't matter if Iran owns the land or not. It's God given land to the Jewish people. No matter what, it's still their land given to them by God. Just like
well,
King
Muslims
David.
still praise God. They don't praise Jesus, though. The Muslim religion does not believe in Jesus. They believe he's the prophet, maybe a prophet, but they don't believe he's the Messiah.
well, they have no problem killing Christians for their belief.
Yeah.
That's only some of them. They're not all radical.
Well,
I'm
I'll tell
talking
you
about the
this,
Middle East.
the Middle East,
Yes,
yeah. Well,
Mhm.
back in the day
they're
of
not all radical. It's only some of them.
uh they
I know, Diamond. I know.
didn't they burn Christians at the stake? They
Just
burned them as
not
They
all of
sacrifice.
behead
them.
them.
No,
They behead them.
not all of them.
They
That's
used
just the
them to burn.
radical ones. They're
Right.
Well,
actually a
That's
very
in the Middle
peaceful
East.
religion.
used them as a
The lady that
burn.
owned our restaurant is a Muslim. She's not
Yeah,
was. She is, and she's a very
that's a
good
good
person.
word there,
And
Norwoods.
she
Explain
respects my Christianity as I respect her
Mhm.
Islam because you have
Muslimism.
Well, I do have to tell you, Yankees, there was a time when India and Pakistan were one country before the English became involved, and
Right,
there Hindus, Christians, and Muslims survived with no problem. The English
right,
came in, divided the nation, and made
as
it
always.
a religious war. And
Yes.
now we have a militant Pakistan. We have an India right now that doesn't know who to align forces with it, whether it be United States or China, which is going to be a tipping point for us if they do not choose us. So this has all been history. What we have here in the United States is we said, whether you be Christian, Indian, Buddha, Muslim, Satanist, you have freedom to observe your religion here in the United States.
I'm a spoiled American, Spike's World. I wouldn't want to go to their country and try to survive like they are. No, I'm a spoiled American. I'm okay. I'm okay.
there. Yeah, there is evil in everywhere.
Mhm.
Norwoods. The
I'm
devil.
okay where I'm
You,
at.
you you
Don't
know,
worry about that. But I'm not going to hurt people or hate people or condemn people. That's not the way you're ever supposed to go.
nobody's doing that, Big
I'm
Mama.
not
What?
saying that. I'm just saying in general.
I was telling Dame, I hate that those little kids are getting hurt over in Gaza, Israel. I hate to see any little child get hurt.
There's a lot of
They love their families over there. That families is everything in those countries. Unlike the United States where people walk
That's
home
true.
for,
That's
you
we're
right.
know,
spoiled
We do
Americans.
true crime here. We do true crime here to find children, unlike there.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
We're spoiled Americans.
You
There's no way we could survive over there.
well in any country other well, I
Even at
mean,
my poorest, I've not as been as poor as they are. The
Big Mama,
Iranians that live
you're
in the desert.
crazy as hell, Big Mama. We grew up one of the poorest of poor.
We didn't live in tents.
I'd have rather lived in a tent than the
We at
house we
least
grew
got
up
food
in.
stamps. We didn't live in tents. An
Well, the
occasional
food stamps
McDonald's.
barely covered. Hell, we shared rooms with cockroaches and freaking mice and everything else.
Everybody
Right?
does. Not everybody's. There's more people than you know
Big
that
Mama,
lives
we
like
didn't
that.
grow up rich. We grew up in a bad
We
situation.
was poor, but not
I'd
as
rather
poor as
lived
these
in a
people.
tent than lived in that damn house we lived in. It was horrible.
No, I wouldn't want to live in a tent. We
I'd
had a
rather
good
live in a
coal
clean tent
stove,
than
and
not
Dad kept
clean
it
tent.
stoked with
Hell yeah.
coal. We had good warm meal in the evenings
You've lost your mind.
and snuggly blankets to get underneath.
Okay. Yeah. But over in that country,
But they,
everybody
they could put
nobody
mama, they show their
on
hair off to their husbands.
nobody picks on you like they did us. We got picked on horrible by everybody because of the way we lived.
Mm,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
Poor
You
man
don't, that's right, dark empathy.
kicked,
Empath.
kicked,
I'm sorry.
punched, pulled hair, and beat the shit out
Yeah.
of.
Oh my God.
They were horrible to us.
That's
I
horrible.
our neighbors. If I would sit on like the rest of the kids would be sitting on a sidewalk, if I'd sit by on one of the sidewalks, the neighbor woman would come out and tell me to get off her sidewalk. That's how freaking
Really?
spot.
Yeah, they was
Yeah,
mean.
because
We lived
Wow.
in a really crazy family neighborhood that was there. They
we
was all
lived in a
family,
horrible
and we was
neighborhood.
the
It was a
outsiders.
freaking nightmare.
Yeah.
I stayed in the mountains half the time not to even be around by
Mhm.
myself a lot up into the mountains. And they were just devils because we were from Michigan and we had a northern accent at that time. And they
You
didn't like,
found it now.
I know, but they didn't like us because of it. And they picked on us and mocked us.
My mother was very northern.
Yeah.
She
Really?
was 38 years old when she moved to Kentucky. So she
Mm.
was, pretty northern.
We
Mm.
moved from a suburban home in the practical suburbs, a clean state, beautiful
Um, we
country,
lived in a beautiful home in Michigan
you
and
know,
with her grandparents.
with a
My
big
mother owned a brand new home and she lost it.
with a big
But
huge family with lots of cousins and uncles and aunts that loved
always
us.
had big
It
dinners
brought
and
down to a godforsaken hellhole in the
yes.
middle of a freaking mountains,
Yeah.
on top of a damn mountain with no water, no freaking toiletries, nothing. With
Yeah,
a
it was
mom
pretty
that
bad.
had mental illness and a dad that drunk.
That's terrible. I'm sorry
It
to
was
hear that. I don't
horrible.
understand why that had to happen.
By it. Huh?
My
I
grandfather got sick and my grandmother had dementia. My grandfather got sick.
Grandma never had dementia when we
Grandma
moved down here.
she was starting the early signs of dementia.
Anyway,
And that's one of the reasons why my sister got pregnant at the time, and
that's the
my
problem. My
grandfather's
mom
like,
had 4 kids. She throwed off on my grandma and grandpa, and then she let my sister get pregnant at 15. And my grandpa said, "I've had enough."
oh dear. So that's how you wound up in Kentucky.
Yeah,
Hmm.
My grandfather was dying.
What happened to your sister that got pregnant at 15?
She came with us, her and our nephew, the baby
And
she had.
she
That's
raised
not.
him.
Yeah, she lives in Virginia now. Thank you, Lindsay. I hate to go down that road, but I'm still mad at my mommy to this day for bringing us to Kentucky.
Well, I mean, it's our dad's fault too. I mean,
Hell out of Kentucky.
Mm.
I'll never live back in
the town
Kentucky.
we live in is pretty
It's a
dilapidated.
horrible place. I'm sorry, but it's not good. And I
I mean, I'm okay with it, I
have
guess. I just want to
nightmares to
move.
this day because of that place. I don't know. It was
That
just
brings it back bad memories. It sounds like.
yeah. Well, we never saw a mountain in our whole entire life, and then here we are in these deep Mount Appalachian mountains in BFE. We have to walk down a damn mountain of trash to even get to the hellhole we lived in. And then we
Really?
were surrounded by pure devils. Yeah, it was horrible.
That's awful.
And I don't know, I shouldn't be going down that rabbit hole right now, but it's very it seems like with age it gets worser with me. I get more mad about it
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
older I
I
get.
understand. Mhm. I understand. I know. I was
I'm
ripped
through with
out.
it. I'm past that. I got other things to live for in life than that sad story, which I didn't have such a horrible childhood. I mean, I didn't know I was poor until Daisy told me one day. And then she
For
told me
little.
everybody would laugh at me because I was saying, "Oh, we get food stamps today, Daisy." She's like, "Shh,
Aw.
people's gonna laugh at us." I didn't know I was poor. I was just getting excited because we finally got some food in the house. We used to
No.
have to go to the neighbor's house to get.
I can remember, being a child. I was in New York City, and I was, being trained with the New York City Ballet. And I don't know what the heck happened with my mother in Ozone Park, but she was
Uh-huh,
fighting with the neighbors over there.
Yeah.
And
uh-huh,
my father couldn't take it no more, so he bought this huge farm in upstate New York
uh-huh,
and brought us all there in the Mercury. And when we got to the farm, there was an outhouse. It was in the 1970s. The snow was so high that people from the community came in snowmobiles to make sure we had food and water in there. And
yeah,
they were knocking on the windows. And the place had hardly any heat. It was freezing cold in upstate New York.
yeah,
And
I bet.
massive, massive, snow banks. And I'm wondering, I went from this really nice home in New York to this. I didn't know. I couldn't believe we were shitting in a outhouse in the middle of the snow.
Oh yeah,
It was shocking, and
yeah,
it was very abusive. It was very abusive. You complained about it, you got the belt, and you weren't
yeah,
allowed to say anything. And I started in the school there, and I get on the school bus, me and my brother, and
hmm,
these people are picking on us. And
yeah,
thank God I had ballet, made me my legs very strong. And my
yeah.
father used to box down there with Joe Freeman, so he taught us kids how to box, and I boxed on the school bus, and people started leaving us alone. But I had to fight. I
Yeah,
had to fight these hicks. They were a bunch of hicks. They were assholes.
yeah.
That's what I dealt with.
I mean, it's a shame that kids have to be around people like that. It's such
Mhm.
a toxic environment. We were used to playing outside on the farm, collecting
Yeah.
chicken eggs. I bonded with my grandmother. I barely seen my mom and
Hmm.
when we lived up there. And so my mom took me away from my grandmother and our beautiful home and our beautiful family and the good life that we lived to a fudging hellhole about
Yeah.
around a bunch of freaking devils in a shit
Yeah.
place.
Yeah. I agree
I
with
did,
you.
Rain Girl. I got rid of that person coming in here harassing Rain Girl. I got rid of them.
Aw.
Uh,
Leave Rain Girl alone. She's a good girl.
No, you've not been blocked. I blocked Dark Empathy. She was in whoever that was jumping on the Rain Girl, and I got rid of them. I
Mm.
get so mad, and I can't get over it. No matter how hard I've tried throughout the years to get over moving, I always think back of what if
You's a
we.
ballerina, Dame?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Was you a ballerina?
Yeah, yeah. I
You're
danced on
impressive.
show. Yep, I danced with the New York City Ballet. I wound up getting out of that shit there, and I went back with my grandparents in Long Island, and I danced with the New York City Ballet, and used to come up here and do the Nutcracker and all these other things with
Hey, that's
Saratoga.
cool.
Yeah, yep. And when I, finally, got done with high school, I had to make a choice. What are you going to do with your life? And I had nobody in my family ever went to college, nothing. And I had a career in ballet, but I said, that only lasts as long as your legs and your looks. So I joined the military, and I went into the military.
You
that's
you joined
awesome.
the military?
I did. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I was
Well,
in the
thank
What
army.
part?
Army. I was in the army. Um, I was in the army reserves, and I wound up going active after I finished up my associate degree in mortuary science, and I was a captain as a mortuary officer for 4 years. And after I got done with that, I was age 28, and I went back to school for my RN.
that's awesome.
All right.
But I was activated, and I saw all those dead bodies there from Beirut. People
Yeah,
think that this war can't touch us. We have dead soldiers coming back to us in Dover, Delaware on a regular basis.
yeah.
And people just don't know what the casualty looks like when you have mass death. I would have in the C4 hangars. We would have the caskets all laid out. We had 98 of those caskets, all of them open lid, embalming like crazy with the local embalmer to get these bodies into the caskets to send them home after Beirut. And I was just a kid. I was just a kid then, and
Yeah.
see that, you'll never take that image from my mind away.
No.
Never. I'll never ever forget what I saw or how I felt, and it forever has tarnished my life.
Oh yeah.
Terrible.
Mm.
There's just no sense in it. There's just no sense in that kind of death, and the amount of death. And for what?
Very
Why?
true.
I
Why are we
know.
doing this to each other? Aren't we better now in this
It's
time
the
and age?
devil.
Haven't we learned that war, there's no good that can come from it? I just don't know. We've been battling
So
forever, and why do we continue to let our countries war?
it's the devil. The devil is the one. That's the reason for all things evil. Why is there more and more mothers unaliving their children, or letting their boyfriends, or hurt their children?
I
You
don't know,
know,
but it's getting sicker, Miss Daisy. There's
it's
something
getting
happening with
horrible.
people's mentality. People are getting really downright mean
Yeah,
and
I'm
have
good.
no soul. They've lost their souls.
They've lost their souls, and they're letting people. Like I said, it's becoming now that little boys are becoming victims of SA more and more is coming out. Like
Yeah.
Justin Bieber. Like their moms wanted them to be famous. I don't care what their mom says that they didn't know. They wanted them to be so famous that they literally left their child with these monsters and these animals so their child could be famous.
And they lived off those kids' wealth.
Hmm.
They
And
became
still
rich off
do.
their children.
Yeah, that's like Usher's mom left him with P. Diddy at 13 years old and then
Oh,
acted
wow.
like she didn't know what was
Yeah.
going on at the Diddy parties. Everybody knew what was going on at the Diddy parties.
Diddy knew Usher before he was 13. He
He
said when
did.
he was 10 years old, he would sleep in the bed with him when he was 10 years old.
That's disgusting now that we
Yeah.
know. And Justin Bieber, it's just a matter of time before he comes out.
Justin Bieber's mom done come out about it.
Yeah, but she left her son with that animal,
Yeah.
Mhm.
with both of them. And now he's very messed up. I mean,
Justin
the
Bieber just
world is getting
went
more
on tour with him
Mm.
recently.
Huh?
Justin Bieber so he's done his worldwide tour, canceled his shows, and did an album with P. Diddy not too long ago.
Probably because P. Diddy has blackmail on him. They said there was cameras in every room in his mansion and that he blackmailed people. He would spike their drinks and get them to do horrific
And then
things
Will
while they
Smith.
were in.
Apparently Will Smith's in there too.
Yes, that's true.
I
Mhm.
never thought that about Will Smith.
No, me
That's-
neither.
I mean,
There's
I
not-
love Will Smith. I didn't care about P. Diddy. I knew P. Diddy was scum, but Will Smith was one of my childhood. Oh
John
no.
You said it, junkies. That's
John
good.
Travolta's another one. You know, they're all just
And just
Tom
look at
Hanks.
all these actors that we thought were really wonderful people. What was that
And they're
guy? He was
horrible.
in what was the name of that actor? Run something.
Jackson.
Run. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Who?
Run something.
DMC.
Rum DSC?
No. He was a white actor, and he played where he was running. He was kind of
Right, Nora.
he was kind of
Exactly.
had a low IQ, and he was
Forrest
running across the United States, and the girlfriend he
Forrest
had
Gump.
had
Tom Hanks.
HIV. Huh?
Forrest
Hanks?
Gump. Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. That's him.
Oh, yeah. He's a
He
pedo.
he has a bad past.
Oh,
All those
he's a
good
pedophile.
movies he did, Tom Hanks was part of that.
I mean, that's one of my favorite movies.
I know that. Me too. But Tom Hanks has a bad past.
They're all in it.
Everybody says he's part of that Tom Cruise and the Scientology and pedophilia.
Mhm.
It's shocking. And these are people that we look at and we cry at their movies.
I can't even watch movies anymore because they all make me sick when I think about what they do to little kids.
Mhm.
And not all of them does it, but you don't know who does and who don't
Mhm.
anymore.
Yeah.
And that's why I can't watch TV, regular TV. I won't watch their shows. I won't watch Netflix. I only watch YouTube and selected YouTube that I watch.
Me too.
I can't
Mhm.
stand to watch these people anymore and give
No.
them my views. It's like Britney Spears.
Yes.
That girl has had some horrific things happen to her. She's lost her mind. She's jumped over the cuckoo's bin.
Yep.
She
I
really
agree.
has.
Mhm.
I have never seen a person that like that. This is my opinion, y'all. But that girl has been sexualized so much that all she wants to do is rub on herself and look at herself as a sexual object. She don't even act like a human. She acts like a freaking animal that's in extreme heat.
She has a brain of a 12-year-old when you hear her talk. She
Yes,
has never matured.
yeah. I mean, there's something major wrong with her. Like she's on some Molly or ecstasy or something because she constantly wants to show herself in horrible positions naked. And she rubs on herself and she tries to show her crotch and everything. I hate to say it, but she does. There's something real. I mean, it's not normal for a person to be that oversexed.
I agree.
She's
There's
got
something wrong
some
with all these
major.
people.
I think that girl has been abused horribly, essay wise, when she was younger. I think she's been used, and that's all she knows is that.
Yeah, but when you hear her talk, she sounds like the mentality of a 12-year-old. She has never grown up. That's
No, and
probably when she experienced the abuse. and
Yeah.
never covered, you know?
Well, her sons voiced out how appalled they were and embarrassed about her posting nudes on Instagrams. And
Hmm.
you think that that stopped her? No, honey. She posted one the other day with her stark naked on the beach,
Are
and
you
all she
kidding me?
and she was squatted down with her legs wide open, and all she
Oh,
had was a little flower up to cover it up, but it was edited in, and but she was naked on that beach, like stark naked. They
she
ran
must
her
be on
out of
drugs.
the hotel room. She was staying in a hotel near her home. She wouldn't stay in her home, but she stayed in a hotel, and she wanted to go out on the pool naked and show herself, and they made her leave because people were complaining because they brought their children out there to swim and stuff, and here she is showing everything. Well, she's
No,
too damn
everything's a
young to be
stage
showing
for
her
her.
like. Yeah, she's just nasty. But I don't believe that she's that way. I believe that she's nasty because she has been. I believe that this girl has been abused horribly, in my opinion,
Yeah.
by men and women. I do.
Yeah. She's mentally ill at this point.
She's gone. She's
Yeah.
gone.
That's why they had a conservatorship over her.
Yeah, yeah. And if it's true about the Hollywood elite parties, I can see why, because they say, and it's bad, y'all. Trigger warning, that they when they unalive a child, that they have orgies in the blood with each other.
Yeah.
Y'all can say I'm crazy in a conspiracy theory, but more and more is coming out about it.
They eat
Ryan
it. It's the
Garcia,
adrenochrome. They eat it. It's the adrenochrome
they drink
because
it, they eat it, they
yeah,
bath in it, they do everything in it.
it's
They're
horrible.
disgusting, and I guarantee you Britney Spears has been a part of it.
Yeah. That Eastine Island where you see all those young children,
Mhm.
um, none of them survived. None of them.
No,
And you see
because
them in
they
pictures.
unalive them. They unalive them, and yeah,
I
yeah.
witnessed, I told you this. I came on panel with Miss Christine. Christine had seen something similar. But I
Mhm,
remember going to a convention in Palm Beach. And in the airport, I saw this woman with an infant and children ranging from 3 to maybe 12 years old, all drugged, walking around, all different nationalities,
mhm,
Indian, black, white,
mhm,
little white girls like Summer, um,
mhm,
little boys that look like Summer but are boys. And
mhm.
I said to the person I was with, we need to call the police. I said, this woman doesn't have all these children. And she was watching me watch her, and she was getting all, upset that I was watching
Anxious.
her.
Mhm,
And we got on the plane, and I said to the stewardess, I said, there's something not right there with that situation there with that woman with all those children.
mhm.
And the stewardess just kept catering to them, and they were on their ways to the Bahamas. And I I knew it was bad. My partner I was with was part of a big convention over there at in Palm Beach at the Breakers,
Mhm.
and he says to me, "Stop making problems for me." He said, "I have you come here on these conventions with me. He's here to support the business, and you're trying to accuse people of sex trafficking." And I said, "That's what's going on." I said, "We need to save these kids' lives." And I just wish back then, 13 years ago, people would have said I was crazy for making a complaint. Today, if I made a complaint, I think people would have listened.
They
I
would.
feel badly for all those children.
But
I really
yeah,
do.
you're probably was right. I would say more than likely, if you got that sense, your discernment was telling you, hey, you know, Angel Loader said, uh, in trauma, you stay stuck in the age of when your trauma and abuse first starts.
She's right.
Angel's a victim of human trafficking. I
Pardon?
don't know if you, Angel's an actual victim of human trafficking.
I didn't know that. I'm so sorry, Angel Loader. I didn't know that. You poor
Yeah.
baby. I didn't know that. I am very sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I believe that because I believe that that's where Britney Spears is. I
Yeah,
think
she's a
she
12-year
was
old
stuck
girl. Mm-hmm.
in that where she first was traumatized. She was
Mm-hmm.
in she was in the uh, Disney Club and all that, and we've heard now they're starting to come out about Nickelodeon and all that, you know. So,
Nickelodeon's bad. That's where what is her name?
mhm,
Miley Cyrus is from.
I
And she
think Miley. I don't think Miley was abused because her dad was there on set, so I don't think he let much happen to her. But I don't know. She's pretty freaking messed up in her mind too.
well, she may not have been abused, but secondhand trauma, watching what happened to other people, can be
Yeah.
very disturbing. You know.
Well, she's crazy, so she could have very well been a part of it. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Billy Ray practically sold his daughter for fame. I mean, look what he let her do on national TV. He let her. I mean, I would have got all over to her if she'd have been my daughter. If she got on a video naked, rubbing on herself and everything else. No,
She was
I'd
the
have gone over.
twerking girl. She taught everybody how to twerk. Mm-hmm.
She she's messed up, but not as bad as Britney Spears. Britney Spears is gone. Like
Yeah, I
I don't
agree.
believe there's anything left up there for her. And it's sad. I'm not saying it to make fun of her. I think it's truly sad what has happened to her.
Yeah, I agree. She's been destroyed. But I didn't mean to come on here to bring Jenkins on to be upset with me.
I'm
No,
not
she
Um,
upset with
hasn't.
you.
yeah, well,
No,
no,
we've had a good conversation. I
no,
didn't know
no,
you
can
was a
I?
ballerina and you was in
No,
the
so I
army.
want. Yeah, I understand, Jenkins. I just want to get back to the earlier conversation. I didn't bring Muslims into it. I just said Iran, and I do want to tell you right now, Israel is under attack by Iran, and
Scary.
it's going to create a catastrophe of problems for us geopolitically. Um, Russia will become involved. We have just been warned by Iran that we are a Satan nation, we are Satan's, and we will pay. They have a plan for us. They have aligned with Russia. Russia has aligned with China. China is trying to get India involved, and they have strategically placed nuclear subs from the Soviet Union on the East Coast that we do not have the sonar capability of figuring out where they are. So
Oh,
these subs have the ability to make catastrophic tsunami waves in the event of sending nuclear weapons across the East Coast. It would decimate the United States. The majority of the population, hey now, the majority of the population in the United States is on the East Coast. And you take out those points, you're going to kill half of the population in the United States. Not only that, we're compounded with 7 million illegal immigrants that have come here into this country, of which we can't identify the purpose of half of them being here.
right. And they're being paid to come here.
Yes, they are. And we're transporting them, flying them into the city. Um, we are in serious trouble and it's building up. And I am not against Muslims. I'm not against Jews. I'm not against any religion. I do not like war. I do not support death. I'm a
Hey,
vegetarian.
Giselle.
I just want you to know um, I am very concerned about what Iran is doing right now. That's it.
Well, I agree. I I've been worried about this whole year myself. I've been worried about it. But
Can I ask you a question, Dame?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want to offend you, but I overheard you talking about something on another channel about Dolly Vision. Did you give him
oh,
$20,000?
Oh, Jenkins, you're really not to blow shit out. Well, I'm going to tell you. I
Jamie, you
got
be my sugar mama.
listen, I'm going to take care of both you babies. So,
I mean, girlfriend. Hey, girl.
right. So, I'm going to answer you. So, Morbid targeted me and said, "Come on now, mom." He calls me mom, the Jewish mom. And I like Morbid. I get along with him. I can talk to him. I don't know what happened to his station, by the way. They knocked his station out. He no longer has a station.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
he'll be
knocked
back.
out Morbid. They struck him out. He's terminated. Done.
He'll
Sayonara.
be back.
Gone.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
He'll
he
be-
went out. He went out on the same night that you were live streaming. So I wasn't on his panel or anything, but I was giving him support in the chat, and I saw that you went on. So I went and I joined you, and then I go back to see what's going on with him, and the whole friggin' station was taken down, terminated, done.
Wow.
Yeah, but Morbid had asked me. He said, "Okay, now, Mom. All right, I'm your son. Tell the truth. How much did you give Dolly?" So we calculated it out. I was good, probably. When I first started listening to him, I didn't donate to anybody. I thought, "This is stupid. Why would you donate to people? This is dumb stuff." I was just new. I was new to YouTube. And then we calculated it out, and 100 became 300 a month, and it grew. And then I would pay toward PI class and all this stuff, and starting a PI wagon so he could go and visit. It probably was about, I would say, $5,000, which really isn't a lot. $5,000 for 1 year. Yes,
Hey,
it's a
girl.
lot.
Hey, girlfriend.
It's
So-
5,000, Jackie.
So you didn't give 10,000, 20,000?
No, it was 5,000, I'd say.
Oh, but still, that's
What was it channel you was on? Was it on
Yeah, it was Queen Bee.
Penny or
No, it was Queen Bee. I talked to Queen Bee, but now I'm a little upset with Queen Bee because I don't like voices over there. So I was being a troll. I'm sorry. I have a reputation to be a troll. I'm very nice to Miss Daisy, but other places I'm not so nice.
Well, I was just saying, you know, you want to be my girlfriend? I'm playing with it. I'm playing, I ain't gay.
Well, I don't give to a lot of people. I got to support you. And if I support you, I'll help you out to see your station grow so you can, continue to do what you're doing. Your sister doesn't
I'm
have
kidding
to do
with
this
you.
shit. No, I know. But, your sister's an RN. This is like, she doesn't have to do this. She could make a lot of money as an RN. But, as I said to her earlier, I think you're bringing in a community service. And I think God has really brought some, hard challenges for your sister. Your sister's gotten a lot of really bad hatred here on YouTube. Really sucky shit happened to her. And I give her a lot of credit to stay here because she's got some rock solid people. She's got, a couple thousand people that really believe in her. And we would really be devastated to lose her. So if I can help her out, I'm going to help her out.
Well, can I ask you another question, Dame? And please
Yes.
don't get. You also mentioned something about nudes. Did you send Dolly nudes?
I never said that.
Or was it? No, it wasn't you. It was Tuna. I mean, what's her name? Tina.
Tina sent him nudes, probably, but not me.
Okay, it was
never do
Tina that was sending him nudes.
I don't know. I don't even know if Tina was doing that. I think Tina at the time, she got involved with Dolly Vision. I was involved with Dolly Vision way before Tina. Tina came on. When Tina came on, she was 20 to 30 pounds heavier than she is today.
Oh, really?
Yes, ma'am. And I said to Dolly, I said, "Tina's losing weight for you, Dolly. She likes you. Oh, stop it." And I was a Jimmy lady then. "Oh, stop it, Jimmy lady. That's not true." And Tina was in love with him. There's no doubt about it.
She was in love with Ernie too, though, ain't she?
No, she's not. What is going on with Ernie? He seems like a good guy. Why are people picking on him?
Ernie ain't a good guy.
Are you sure?
I've known Ernie for 20 years.
Okay.
You used to support Ernie, Big Mama.
I used to until he turned on me, and he did some really horrible things to me.
Aw. Well, they're picking on him too. Everybody's picking on Ernie. Like, I look at it this
Ernie
way.
needs to be picked on.
Nah, wait, why are we picking on anybody? We shouldn't do it. I don't like it.
Ernie.
I don't pick on people. If I see a lot of picking, I just go away. I don't like that.
I don't
He
either.
did some pretty despicable stuff to me. So
Really? Hmm.
yeah, with my business.
Oh,
What do you-
well, that's not good. He shouldn't be involved in your
He's from the
business.
same town I'm in.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well, right now he needs you. He needs a meal.
you don't let him go and hobo his way through the world like he's always did.
Hmm?
Well, I think,
Where
I'm
is
giving
Ernie?
Ernie a chance. He's very entertaining. I like to hear his stories, and he
A lot
does.
of people like Ernie.
Yeah, he does not have a mean streak. I got to tell you, this guy AK-47 used to go on to Morbids, and AK-47 used to build the Legos, and
Okay, it's crazy.
you know who he is, right?
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. So he would get on there, and Morbid took care of him, helped him raise money. And then I saw AK go on to Ernie's a couple of days ago, and
Mhm.
Ernie says, "I know that you're part of somebody that was really nasty to me, but you know something? Ernie saw that guy needed special treatment.
Yeah.
He knew that man was so fragile that if he went after him maliciously, it would really break the guy's soul."
Ernie used to stay at my house, Dame.
Really?
Yes. I've known
I didn't
Ernie
know
since
that.
he was very young.
Wow.
He was in our 20s when I knew Ernie.
You guys should do a panel all together. You, Daisy, and Ernie. I'd love to
We
see that.
have. We have.
We've been
Oh,
on
you got
panel.
to do another one now. You got to do another one.
Dom. One night we had Jimbo, Ernie. Who else was it, Big Mama? Big Mama.
Jimbo?
Ryan Up Church came in that live that night.
No kidding. You got to replay that.
Ryan
Yeah.
said, "What the Jerry Springer is going on in here?"
They were fighting. I just went down the chat and had a fight. I did. I
What
went
did you
down
say?
in the chat. Huh?
What did you just say? You what?
I went down in the chat and let them sit up there and argue it out until Ryan come in.
Mm.
It was
Yeah, but
Ernie.
hasn't
Jimbo.
Ernie just popped up on your chat in the past?
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I thought so. He likes you.
I don't have anything against Ernie.
No, me
myself.
neither. I think he's very entertaining and funny.
Mhm.
I don't. I'm very
Ernie's
mad at
not
him.
mean unless somebody's mean to him.
No,
Yeah, I
he
haven't
did.
seen
He
that
did.
yet.
I didn't do nothing to Ernie. Ernie turned on me.
I think you and Ernie need to go on Morbid.
Did
You need
Morbid really?
Morbid's my brother. Morbid's my brother.
Oh, you know Morbid?
Morbid's my brother.
I didn't know that. I'm his mother.
Daisy's his sister.
Aw.
We're very close. This is Morbid's family over here.
Yes, it is. I know.
Do you not know that?
Oh, I knew that. That's the only reason I'm nice to Morbid.
Yeah, this is Morbid's family over here.
Mm-hmm.
Morbid loves the drama, though. He likes that drama.
Well, now he needs to get his station back, Miss Daisy. So, I want
Let's
to.
see where
I
he
don't know
went
if
to.
Morbid's
He's
listening.
got other channels.
Yeah, but he lost Morbid X. I would like to see Morbid come on to yours or Daisy's channel. I'll tell you why. Morbid did a 360 turnaround before they struck him. Before, he was very salacious, very critical, attacking. It was hard to interact with him. And all of a sudden, he started becoming his true self. He let go of that veneer. He started being more philosophical, more forgiving. He became more of a real person that had a heart. And I really feel that these people really shouldn't have struck him when they did, because he was bringing good things into the community. He wanted to bring in healing. He took Tina, Paper Cut Tina, and Team Rose together. These were my friends on Dolly Vision. He brought them together to agree to not disparage each other anymore. Maybe we can't mend fences, but we can be mature enough not to have lives about each other anymore. Stop the drama. Let's get into our own community. Let's develop our own communities. And if maybe later on we can see past this and maybe interact, fine. But right now we need some healing, so we both agree not to make each other content and problem. He did a great job. He mediated for them. I give him total, kudos. He did great, and he has continued his channel in that manner. He took AK-47 back. He said, "Listen, bro, I forgive you, but I don't forgive the things you said about me. But I still like you as a human being. You hurt me, but I'm willing to let you back here, and we'll mend fences." And then bam, somebody struck his station. Knocked it
Oh,
right out. He's terminated.
it could have been from way before because YouTube takes a while before they do anything.
Well, he shouldn't have been terminated at that point. He was doing really good stuff. He was actually bringing healing into the community.
That's good.
Um, yeah, because the people were saying a lot of bad things about him prior, about past stuff, but none of that was true.
I
It was
know.
all bull crap. Everything they said about him wasn't true.
Didn't believe
That
it.
was a time and a place, just like Dolly Vision. He had this Jimmy Jam station. He sounded like a real maniac. He sounded terrible in that station. Not somebody that I would listen to regularly, but he turned
Mhm.
it around. He got into Dolly. I remember Dolly saying to me, "Listen, Jimmy lady, what am I going to do? What should I do?" And I said, "True crime." I said, "You'd be great in true crime," and he took off with it,
Yeah.
and he's doing great.
Oh yeah, he's doing good.
But and just like Morbid, he turned this around to be the nice guy. I think you get more likes with being a nice guy than an idiot.
Yeah.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
you do. I think you get more support on here being a bad guy.
No, you don't.
I think
Yeah,
so.
those
Mm,
people don't stay with you for long.
they don't.
It doesn't matter. They don't stay with you, period. I think you get more support if you cause trouble on here.
No, Big Mama.
That's not true. I
Because
I
I've been
think that
nothing but nice, and I've got so much less support for being nice than I do when there's chaos and trouble going on.
But I'll tell you what it did do, like what happened to Daisy when she started having this dearth of viewers and stuff. She never lost her core supporters like
You
you did.
can't keep Morbid down. He's got other channels. He's got other channels he starts up, and he can get the numbers up like it ain't nothing. And
Yeah,
he
I know.
won't stay down.
He's very good and sensational.
He's been doing this for years.
I know.
He
I
was
know.
Jim Nams before.
Yeah. But I want him to come back as the guy he was taken out as. I want
Well,
him to come back and be the more forgiving guy, the more mature
the
guy.
Morbid that we're used to is a very
Morgan's very intelligent.
awesome
Very.
person.
Yes.
He
Yes.
was very well mannered when he was on Daisy and my panel.
I believe it. I've
His
heard him
manners
call
were
in.
just top notch. He even would calm me and Daisy down.
Yeah.
Now, on his channel, he's a whole other story.
Well, that changed, but towards the end here, he did change it up, and he became somebody that people could talk to and relate to, and maybe share things that they felt comfortable talking to him about, because he would have appropriate answers to it.
At
And
one time, Morgan's channel was the only channel I could go into and not get attacked.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that
he
was a
protected you.
he
That's
did.
true. He did. He said anybody that attacked her, get him out of here, strike him out. He gave Daisy a wrench, and he says, "Daisy, what are you doing with that wrench? You're blocking this one. You're blocking that one." And Daisy says, "You're right. They're attacking me." And she went and timed people out. It
They
was
were.
funny.
He
They
took a
were so
wrench after that.
No,
But
he just gave me a wrench. He just gave me a wrench. He'd give you and Daisy a wrench. He loves
he
you
just
I've
wouldn't
had
dearly.
get.
wrenches before in his chats.
Well, if he starts up, guarantee you, Jenkies, you'll get a wrench, and so will Miss Daisy. And I think it'll be a full wrench. It won't be this monetary wrench. I think you'll get a real wrench.
Well, he's
Well,
given me wrenches before.
Hmm. Yeah, I feel bad for him. He got attacked here on the YouTube. People brought him down. They made it really personal. And it sucks. It sucks. Here he's here to try to, develop a community of commonality and get his, crew together, and you got people out there maliciously attacking. And it's wrong. Why are we doing this stuff?
Dang, did
yeah.
you get affected by the earthquake the other day?
No, I didn't feel a darn thing. God loves me. I didn't hear no earthquake. I didn't see no solar eclipse. My life is beautiful, Jankies.
Bless your heart.
But I forgot what I was going to say. I was getting ready to say. Forgot what I was saying. Morbid. You don't know what it meant to be able to go into somebody's live stream at that time, because I was being attacked by so many people, and just be able to speak and not have people call me names and say horrible things
Mm-hmm.
about
It was
me.
good, Angel. It was good. I got to take
Yeah.
him back out to do some more driving.
And I have to say, the people who stood by
I'm gonna
me
let Daisy teach him.
are genuine people. And
I
I'll
taught
never
hers.
forget. I'll never
I hope Morbid comes up here on one of your panels, Jankies or Miss Daisy. I
He
hope he
knows he's
does.
welcome. He knows he's welcome
Yeah,
anytime.
he knows this is his home. Morbid
Somebody
Yeah.
knows
told
this is his home.
He does a little different than you guys. He's got a little different content.
me.
But, on the whole, if you can't tolerate his content, then you just, I drop out. I leave.
Yeah,
And but he's always been good to me.
me too.
I don't have anything bad to say about him.
Me
He
neither.
did, just so you know, when that last channel, that last live he did, that there was a couple of creators that came out and bashed him for being Asian and made fun of him. They
Oh,
made fun of chink eyes. They said it was chink eyes, and
that's
making fun of
silly.
him with Chinese restaurants and all this bullshit. And it was pure racism. And
That's horrible.
so Morbid said, we talk about racism here in the United States, and we can say that we're racist against the gay, transgender community, black community, but
Yeah,
do we ever mention that maybe we're trashing the Asian community?
or any
And
community. Yeah,
right? It's wrong. Jackie's
it's
left. I'm
wrong.
sorry I made her leave.
Oh, she goes and comes. I don't care. But
Yeah.
you're right, Mom. You're absolutely right.
And
Uh,
he was bringing that out too in that live, which was pretty profound. The way he was doing it, being an Asian man from parents with South Korea and North Korea.
mhm.
He didn't come from easy roots,
No,
and
not at all.
I mean they were immigrants, and they came in as Christians here to the United States. By the way,
Yeah, yeah. He knows a lot about God.
and
He
they
does.
came here for to prevent religious persecution. They could have been killed over there.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
he I really I think that we need to give Morbid an opportunity to find a place where he can reconstitute, and I'm glad he always has a home with you and Jankies.
Oh, he knows he can come over here anytime. We've always, like, somebody came up and started attacking him one day, and Morgan, they were saying something about bringing up that bullshit, and Morgan said, "No, it's okay, let him go." And I was like, "No, I kicked him." I was like, "I'm not
Good.
doing that. I'm
I
not
like
giving
that,
him the
Miss Daisy.
opportunity
I like
to."
that you defend your people. I like
Yeah,
that. I liked when you defended me when Prayer Garden went after me. You
I,
said we're not going to allow people to attack Dom. I appreciate that. That means a lot.
oh, I just don't like people bothering my. You all take up for me. Why
Yep.
wouldn't I take up for y'all?
Yep.
I mean,
Well,
y'all go hard for me, and I'm
the
never going to
family
forget.
here. It's a family. And Morbid always said that. Morbid said, that is my family. I don't care what my family does over there. I don't care, he used to say. I don't want to hear it. I support them. You could have
Well,
robbed the bank and 4 others after that. He would have still supported you.
and that means a lot because so many people that I thought were my friends jumped on that hate bandwagon.
I know. It's
Including my sister.
hurtful.
Uh,
Hurtful and
and so,
stupid.
um, I'll never forget it. That's for
No.
sure.
No, absolutely not.
I might get along with him, but I'll never trust.
Right, and that's what he said to AK-47. He said, you went on panels and you made fun of me for being Asian. That hurt me. I
Yeah,
don't hate you, but what you did really hurt me.
exactly. It's hurtful. Like Jinkies thinks what happened to me is funny and cute, but no, it wasn't. It was very
No, that
dark,
was really what
depressing.
you went through was very malicious with all of that attacking.
Mhm.
And that really bothered me. I got to tell you, between all the attacking that I saw you going on, Miss Christine getting diagnosed with cancer, Miss V having problems, I got to be honest, I really took it personally. And I had said, I got to take a break here. I'm really
Yeah,
getting emotionally affected. I can't believe what
it
I'm
does me
seeing
too.
here.
I know exactly what you're saying. There's sometimes I'm like, I don't even want to go on live. Like, not here lately, but at them dark times, I was like, I just wanted to give up.
Yeah.
And then I think about you guys, and I'm like, yeah, these people are just too good.
Hmm. Yeah, we support you and your farm and your family, your animals. We love them. I mean, I love to see Miss Daisy. I loved Benny, and and when that happened to Benny,
Mhm.
people are so stupid. They didn't realize that was really a tragic event in the
It
family.
was
It affected all of
traumatizing.
us.
Yeah,
I was very upset. I had an argument with that stupid what is his name, Josh A B, whatever his name is.
uh-huh.
And AB says she doesn't remember me, but let her talk. Don't. And I said, that happened with Benny because he's a bull. That's what bulls do. I said, it has nothing to do with Miss Daisy, you know.
Mhm.
And I said they're lucky that they survived that. And AB actually said, leave her alone. It's right. It was a farm incident. Leave them alone. But
Oh, thank you.
and I struck his channel for being an asshole, but against you.
Yes.
And he'll never forgive me for that. But now he's learned you can't be going around talking about people like that.
I know. I don't even know the man. I don't know what his problem is with me because I have no idea who he is,
I
and
know. You
I
don't even cover the same content, you and him.
I don't get it.
Mom, he picked you for some reason. Now you're not the target anymore, thank God. And we'll leave it
Yeah,
at
I'm
that. I
glad.
don't want to bring up any more problems.
Well, I'm glad that it's went away, but YouTube has cracked down on a lot of that stuff too.
They
I
need
think,
to.
yeah, and you can't
And,
just do it.
with all this doxing going on out there, and
Mhm,
I'm going to be honest, being a creator today in this
mhm,
environment with the way people act,
mhm.
they just think you're a free for all, and it's wrong. In common law, you can't do that to people. Why it's allowed on the internet is beyond me.
It's easy for a person to be the ugly that they want to be because they don't have to look at the person. They
Mm-hmm.
We don't know who they are, so
Yep.
they can hide behind a computer screen and just let all their hate and ugliness and resentment and evil out
Mm-hmm.
on another person. And
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done that myself. I've caught myself doing that, and I've had to step back from it.
Miss Daisy, I don't
Um,
think I've ever heard you. Now, I've been listening to you a while. I'm going to have to post my membership, how long I've been a member. But I have to tell you, I've never heard you really be hateful. I've heard you've been hurt. You've been hurt, and I've heard you defend yourself and question why somebody would do this to you, because you do not come out here and do trauma and drama. You're very good at covering cases. You're excellent at covering cases, and you're also really good at chat. And chat, you never let chat get so negative that somebody could be offended. You handle it well. You control your audience.
Well,
And
y'all good mods.
you got great mods. I love your mods in this channel. Do you know your mods do not go in other channels?
I don't see much. There's a few of us, but
very few.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, that if they want to go in other channels, that's fine.
Yeah, but they really are very loyal to you.
I know. I got great people, family people.
Mm-hmm. You got Miss Yanni, you got Christine, you got Gail. I love Gail. You got Gail out there. You got Rhonda. You got Chrissy. You got. I mean, I can name them forever about people that are always there.
Yep. And there, that's when when you have people, that's who when you go through a time like what I went through, and and people stand by your side, that you got the real ones there.
Yep. 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 You got people here that love you very much. They love your animals. They love you and every experience you share with them.
Thank you, Amy Lynn. God bless you. Love my farm family. Oh, thank you.
It's true.
Oh, so water. Thank you so much. We love you, Miss Daisy. Thank you. Thank you, Amy. God bless you guys. I love
what?
you
I
too.
wish Miss Soulwater would come up here and talk. I've never heard her.
I haven't either.
She looks like a wonderful gal.
Yes,
or a boy. I don't know who she is. He. I'm not sure who Saltwater is, but I'd love to see Saltwater come here.
Spike's a big turtle. He could go on your farm, Daisy. Why, yeah, there you go. We always have room for more critters. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Amy Lynn. Thank you, Saltwater. I love you guys. God bless y'all for support my channel. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Everybody's just good. I love y'all. If I didn't, other people might have thousands of people in their chats, but the people I have is genuine. I feel like anyway.
You're absolutely right. I love you. I love you. I got your coffee mug. I got somebody that stole one of the mugs at work. Now I have to order another.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I would like to start making them myself, and not that way they wouldn't be so expensive, and just shipping them myself, because I've got a Cricut now, but I don't have I'm the vinyl. I don't know if those coffee things do anything with the vinyl or not, but there's only so much you can do on a Cricut, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah. You know how you got the crafting station? So I got an Easter gift from a gal that does crafting at work, and she put this bunny on everyone's desk, and it is the cutest bunny. I'm going to share it with you. I'll send you a picture of it on email, but I'm going to tell you what you can do with this bunny. So she took a sock, this fuzzy white sock. She stuffed the head of the sock with a big head, and then tied off the neck, made another big ball that became the bottom of the thing. And she put ears on if it was a bunny. But you could make these little socks like this for Miss Daisy. You can make one for Whiskey. You can make them for your goats, and you can make them for your chickens. I'm going to send you a picture of it. And if you could do that on your crafting station and then sell them to us, I'm going to tell you they'd be a huge hit. So I'm leaving this job. I was there for a year. I got promoted. I'm going to a different area now, and I'm taking this little bunny she made. Is so cute, so cute.
What kind of bunny is it?
Huh?
What did you say it was? A kind of bunny?
So it is a sock. She took a fuzzy white sock. She
Mhm.
stuck all kinds of filling in the top, tied
Mhm.
it off so it was a neck, then had filling to make a body, and you can attach ears to it, different eyes, different noses, different things, and you can make it a cow, you can make it a bunny, you can make it a goat, you can make
Oh,
it a chicken. Do you know you would
oh,
sell a ton of those things? They are the
oh,
cutest things.
I
So,
love doing crafts.
right, if you could take your craft that you made there of Miss Daisy and bring it over and sell them and make them,
Mhm.
I'm telling you, it'd be a hit. Miss Daisy, that would be like Dolly's soap. You
Oh,
would
no.
sell a ton of them.
Well, I thought about because I've been doing a lot of molding, like with clay, just because
Oh,
it relieves my
nice.
anxiety.
Yeah,
I thought about doing candles.
with clay.
Candles. No, just making candles. Period. Start making my own candles.
That's kind of expensive. I actually priced
Is
that
it?
out. So,
Mm.
so I priced out it. So when you make candles, you
No.
want to make them soy so that they don't have all of this carbon emission out of them. And you
Well, I
want to
can
have
go
a
for it.
wood wick on it. And
Oh,
I
wait.
will tell you, it will probably cost you per candle to make them with the container and everything else.
Mhm.
It's going to probably cost you about $10, which means you have to charge 20 for a candle,
Oh, Lord.
unless you dip candles and make them long, dip them in wax, and put in for Thanksgiving, put in pumpkins and orange leafy things in there. You can do that.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm going to tell you the sock thing.
Mhm.
That sock thing you can make for $2,
Mhm.
and it's the cutest darn thing, and you can sell it for 15.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and that sock thing, I like it so much. It's the only thing I'm bringing with me from my one work site to the other.
Oh.
It's the cutest thing. I'm going to send you a picture of it. But you need
Oh.
to. I think people in your audience would help you with how to make the thing look like Miss Daisy. Daisy the cow. Make it look like whiskey. Make it look like I don't know who the latest goat is. You gave away that one goat,
I
but
get Baby Jack. Yeah, well, I sold Baby Jack and Bootsy, but it's Roscoe, and he's getting ready to
mhm.
go. He's getting on cars.
Yeah, you're giving Roscoe to I
He,
forgot who you're giving it to, but yeah.
if he lasts us that long, my husband's wanting to get rid of him because he's getting on cars.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, he's walking on top of the cars and scratching them up.
Really?
Ornery. Yeah, he's more ornerier than Baby Jack.
No,
He is ornery as could be.
no kidding.
Yeah, I don't want to get rid of him right now because
He's
he's still
a baby. He was
yeah, he's
just
a
born
baby.
a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but he is ornery. If you watch that
Well,
video, he gets right up on that last farm video I put out. He
yeah.
gets right up in the four-wheeler with me and jumps on
Well,
me.
because he's used to being in the house. You had his mom birth him and bring
Yeah,
them both in the house. He thinks he's a person now.
he does. He's all about being up in people's
Hmm.
faces and business. He's cute as could be. I love him, but he is gonna be worse than Baby Jack
Aw.
because he's getting into things. Yeah, he'll be up in the kitchen counters. He gets into
he
everything,
they
PD.
like to eat. He wants to eat. He doesn't care what's up there. Kitchen towel,
Cute.
it's gone.
He is cute. But I've got a whole incubator here full of goose eggs and two
Oh,
turkey
that's
eggs.
wonderful.
But I got three gooses sitting on three different eggs. We're gonna have so many damn baby geese.
People don't realize that you can cook with geese eggs. They enhance baking. If you
Yeah,
take
duck
geese
eggs
eggs and
better.
put them in your baked foods, it makes it very rich and moist.
They say that duck eggs does too, but now I feel like the free range eggs in the general do that because they're so rich with nutrition.
Yeah, the yolks are much better. They
Mhm.
taste better.
And
Me
I
too.
got
I
some
buy,
spring
yeah.
eggs every day. The girls lay them on my back porch.
You're so lucky to have them. You're so lucky to have fresh, clean, good, whole natured eggs.
Yeah, and when we collect them, they're still warm. They just lay them, so
Oh, you
we
you
don't let
got
them
the
get.
best.
Yeah, we put them straight in the fridge, and they right now we don't have a rooster, so they're not fertilized, so we don't have to worry
Right.
about. Um, but yeah, whatever. Like I'm getting ready to take a bunch and hard boil them and give them to my dogs and the dog food.
Yeah,
But
that's what I do. I feed my dogs these wonderful duck and goose eggs, and boy, they're in heaven in the morning when they get those.
oh
They love
yeah,
it.
they
They love.
do.
I hard boil in them. I don't give my dogs fried anything.
Uh huh.
And boy, they love it when I just boil them, soft boil.
Hmm.
Sometimes I'll hard boil them if I want to save them for the next day and chop it up before I go into work. But the dogs love it, and they're healthy from it,
And their
really
coats are
healthy.
so beautiful. They make their coats shine.
Their coats shine. They live longer. They're healthier. They don't have bad breath. They have nice
Yeah.
white teeth. Yeah.
Oh yeah. And
Hmm.
that's the benefit of having extra chicken eggs, I guess. For me,
Hmm.
I got green ones, brown ones, and white ones. I got white egg layers like that you get in the store.
Yeah.
They but they're free ranged and
Hmm.
they're white as the store eggs. And then
Yeah.
I got a green egg layer. She's an Easter egger. They call them,
Cute.
and
Hmm.
brown egg layers.
Yeah. You got it going on over there. You got to. I'm going to be honest with you. I
Mhm,
started watching you almost a year ago. Your
mhm.
farm has gotten huge since then. I
Oh,
can't tell you how much additions you've had to the farm since I started watching. I mean, when I started watching, you had Daisy, you had Benny, and
mm-hmm.
then I don't remember any goats then. I do remember some chickens, but you have just like turned into a full farm.
Full fledged.
I can't imagine what you're paying in feed to keep
Oh
everybody
my God,
going.
it's outrageous. The feed is.
Feed is unbelievably expensive, and people need to know that.
It
What
is.
you're paying for feed for the animals, oh my
It's
God, that's more than an electricity and oil bill.
not even just the sweet feed we buy, but the hay we buy. We have to feed the
Yeah.
cows
Yep.
in the winter. And this winter we were feeding Beanie, Daisy, Daisy's baby, Whiskey, uh, Baby G, Milky, and then we got Darla. But
Right,
now we
Darla. Yep.
so now, but the grass is growing. What we do is we cut the grass fresh, let it sit for a day, and then we'll give it and put it in piles and give it to Daisy right now until the grass in their pasture starts getting bigger. So they'll have fresh grass every day.
That's good. Yeah, she's getting good meals then.
And
I'm
she's
sure she's
pregnant.
happy about that.
And we feed them sweet feed with molasses because
Yes,
molasses gives them protein.
molasses gives them unbelievable protein.
And then
Mhm.
we get a mineral block for mineral.
Yes. Yeah, they need to get their minerals because they're not getting them from the water. Is Daisy
Yeah,
pregnant, did you say? Is Daisy pregnant?
yeah, she should be calving in the next month or two.
Is that Benny's baby?
Yeah, it's Beanie's
No
baby.
kidding. Benny.
I
Oh,
hope it's a
I
boy.
hope you keep that calf. I hope you
I'm
keep
going
him.
to. We're gonna. If it's a boy, we're gonna have it castrated right off the bat.
Yeah. Name him Benny. Make that Benny.
Name him Beanie Junior.
Yeah, I would. Yep.
Oh, but the
Because Miss
well,
Daisy misses him. She misses him.
she misses him. Like
Hmm.
everybody was like she misses her calf. No, she started crying when Benny died.
Yeah, she misses Benny.
She misses him, but she's
Yeah.
starting to get adjusted to Whiskey a little bit. She's mean to Whiskey,
Oh, is she
but
really?
yeah, she's mean. I felt bad about getting rid of her calf, but he was getting to be just like Benny, and he was trying to
Hmm.
top her,
No
and
kidding.
I didn't want to same repeat. So,
That's an aggressive gene there.
well, all bulls are but
Yeah,
BB was
Benny was a big bull. Boy, he was a big bull.
and he was ornery from a baby. Like he would just not listen. Whiskey's more laid back and gentle. Now he
Hmm.
may change as he comes into his hormones, but I hope not. But if he does, we'll have to sell him because I'm not dealing with another mean bull.
No, you can't have that all there. No,
No.
it's
And
too much, and you don't want to breed them for beef. So,
no. Well, the Angus bulls we're going to like the Angus that we have.
mhm.
We probably will, as long as my husband don't hand feed them. If he does that, that's it's over.
Yeah, yeah,
Because he
yeah. They
hand fed,
become friends. Yeah.
bottle fed baby G and baby Milky, and now Darla, and there's no way we could eat them after,
No.
you know.
How is Darla doing? Has she matriculated in since her
She has. She hangs
good,
right with the boys. She's
good.
still very skittish, though. She does not like. You can't come up to her and pet her and stuff because
She sounds like she was abused,
either that or she
or
was just plain.
neglected somehow.
I think she was born out of pasture, and I think that she was pasture raised, and they jerked her off of pasture away from her mommy, and she was
Yeah.
strong because she. I've never seen a calf that's strong.
Yeah, she
She was.
was something else. I mean, she went in all inside your brush. She
She
was
went
in the
in,
brush area. Nothing that was even brush hog, nothing. She was in the middle of the thatch.
and she survived for what, two
Yeah,
weeks?
I remember. I remember. I prayed. I prayed with Selah. I'll never forget it when that happened. I was so disturbed about the animal, and I'm with Selah, and you had left the live stream, and I was with Selah on the live stream with what's her name? Sherry, Auntie Sherry. It was Auntie
Uh-huh.
Sherry, I, and Selah. You were
I
sleeping,
remember
and
that I fell asleep.
yeah, and I said, Selah, we need to pray. We need to pray for Darla. I said, this is the main. I don't give a shit what happened here on live. I want to pray for this calf has
Oh,
got to come home. And I said, Selah, you need to pray. Selah started praying.
oh.
The next day, next day you said, "Oh, Darla's here. This is Darla."
See, the Lord
And
answered a
you
prayer.
tagged her.
There you go.
Selah's words to God's ears. That's all I have to
Uh-huh.
say.
We really
Selah's
do
good
need to
at that.
pray for her because she's really going through a time missing her son. Like it's hit. It's like it's very bad. I feel so bad for Sailor because she was very close to him. Like they were best friends,
Yeah,
and it's starting to sink in. I think that he's not there, and I feel really bad for her. I pray for her.
oh, well, I love Miss Selah, and I
I
hope
do
it
too.
works out for her. And I am really sad to hear that because I'm going to be honest. Do you
Mhm,
know when Miss Selah prays, she prays for the person she's praying for, and I've
mhm.
never heard her ever ask for a prayer when she needed it.
I know she has.
She's a good girl.
She
She's
is a good girl.
yeah.
I pray
Well,
for her quite a bit.
yeah. Is there anybody else that wants to come up here on panel?
I don't think so.
No?
Mm-mm.
Well, I don't see anybody concerned about world events, and that's why I asked you to come here. I was hoping that somebody would help contribute and talk about world events because I think we need to be aware of them.
Wait, Marita, where's Marita?
I don't know.
She'll argue world events with us.
Marita will? No, she won't.
No, she won't. She just
Mm-mm.
tells us her what how she feels about stuff.
No, I think Marita knows we're in danger.
Hmm. She
Yeah.
does.
I mean, she saw people lose their souls in that Kensington.
Hmm.
Um, I gotta tell you that Kensington's bad. Have you been back there, Miss Daisy, to look what's going on there?
I haven't, but I wanted to do a live stream about it one time if I knew that I'm kind of afraid that those people will try to strike me, might fly mad or something,
Yeah.
and I can't stop it every few minutes. So, but I
No.
like as it got worse.
It's not good, and people are just walking around like totally soulless and brain dead. You just see, you really see an absence of humanity there, and you know, anything could be a bed, a ground,
Mhm.
concrete. I don't see anybody eating. They kind of interact with each other, but it doesn't seem like it's true interaction. I don't know what they're talking about. I wish I could hear it. But it's just really desolate. It's a desolate, soul abhorring abyss. It's hard to believe this is happening here in the U.S.
I know it's getting worse,
Hmm.
and children are suffering because of it. So many
Yeah.
children are suffering,
Yeah.
and I've never seen so many people want to hurt their children or let people hurt their
What
children.
is going on? Why do we have all of this crime with families and children um going into murder, missing children?
Mhm.
Has this always been going on? We're just, coming to light now?
Yes, it has. I don't know, but it's heartbreaking to see that.
If you were to go on your back lives, you probably covered within 3 months 10 different missing children.
Yeah,
Easy.
Madeline, Audrey,
Yeah.
Harmony, Summer,
Michael
uh,
Vaughn.
somewhat of Michael. I haven't covered him a whole lot because of the drama, but let's see. Uh, I can't remember.
Yeah. There's
I
been a
have.
lot of them. Yeah, you covered that kid that was missing here, up in upstate New York, where the guy kept the girl in a backyard.
Oh, that yeah, that one that
What
was
was her name? I forgot her name,
at the
but they found her in the parks of.
and the other Soto girl. What's her name?
Oh yeah, Soto girl. Yup.
Not Madeline, but the what's her name? Soto. The one that was pregnant that got shot.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah.
That was terrible.
Um. One thing you will not see me do, as long as I'm a content creator, I'll help go search for a child,
Yeah.
but you will not see me there harassing nobody, yelling and
No, that was
cursing
crazy.
and accusing people of murdering when they've never been arrested for doing it,
Nope.
or
Nope.
you
You
know,
you did not go down that alley even with the Soto case right now. You
Savannah.
have
Thank
you
you,
just you
Diamonds.
yeah. You have stayed very neutral with that.
Yeah, I love deep diving into cases,
You're good at it.
especially with Christine. Man, Christine knows she can pick up at stuff like
Yeah.
nobody.
Yeah,
Like
Christine's a sleuther. She didn't
she
see me in chat last night, but she is a huge sleuther.
she
You
loves.
know, you can't get past her. She'll pick it up.
I know Christine, Diamonds, and White
Yeah.
Widow baby. All three are sleuthers.
I haven't seen White Widow baby
Deb
lately, but she's
Nelson.
another one.
I think she's going through some stuff right now, like at home. I think she's having a few problems. I think she's going through a divorce, and we know that's pretty hard.
Aw, I
Yeah,
feel terrible. I love her.
I
I
do
subbed
too.
up to her station, and every time she puts something out, I give her a big thumbs up, and I
Thank
try to share it so she can get
God.
more visualization.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
her and
yeah.
Diamonds like they. Diamond says that's why I told Jackie to get her facts straight. She said all you ever talk about was summer, Miss Daisy. We barely talk about summer over here
Not anymore.
like we used to. There was times when I was doing lives every day about summer, but I
Yeah.
don't more. And I'll and I like to mix them up, but I can't do a lot of children at once. Maybe one or two children, but going
Hmm.
from one case to another to another. I have to take a break
You got
because
to
it's
take a break. It's
exhausting.
I got to be honest. That's what I said. I had to take a break from the whole shit here
Yeah,
because it was
Riley
just too
strain.
emotionally draining.
Yeah, the Riley strain. Even though Riley was a young adult, he was my children's age. So
Hmm.
it hurt me to see his mother and father, having to go through all that,
Right.
and they're still saying that it was foul play. Um, and there's more coming out about that case,
Hmm.
and we've not heard anything new on Madeline Soto's case, whether
No.
they're charged or not.
Well, but the thing is, it all comes out like that Dylan Rounds case. That
Oh
really
yeah,
bothered me.
Dylan. We covered him the other day, Dylan.
Yeah, that Dylan Rounds, what happened with him. And then they had that weirdo PI. What was his name? That PI. I forgot the PI's name, but the PI was crazy, and he really disparaged Dylan Rounds in what he had said. That
Oh,
he was accusing Dylan Rounds of having some sexual conduct and being involved in a weird way with these people. I'm going to tell
uh-huh.
you, that guy that they got in jail was a neighbor to Dylan Rounds.
Yeah,
And
he was
he,
jealous.
so he had control of the area that he had control. There was a gated fence with a lock, a like a what do you call it? Not a barn, but like a shed.
Hmm.
So what Dylan had all kinds of seed in the back of his truck. So Dylan went to the fence. The guy would not allow him in. He was jealous of Dylan.
Hmm.
Dylan and him had an argument because Dylan wanted to back the back of his truck that had all the seed for the land, back it
Hmm.
in because there was rain coming the next day. You know, if you have massive seed and it gets
Hmm.
wet, mold gets in there.
Yep.
With mold, you cannot grow seed. So you
No.
can't put it in and seed it through the land after you've churned it. So he wanted to back it into the shed. Him and that guy had a fight. The guy was jealous of him. And the guy, I swear to God, I really truly believe. I don't know what's
Uh-huh.
going to come out in the autopsy, but I think the guy
Mhm.
shot him. I do. I think the
He
guy's a
probably
sicko son
did.
of a bitch and shot him.
Well, he dismembered him too.
Yeah, to get rid of his body so he
Yep.
decomposed faster.
Hmm.
He was a sicko. But he
Oh
wouldn't
yeah.
have, and it was all over that seed. I really believe he would not allow him to back his truck in with exposed seed into
Yep.
that shed.
Yep. He should have been like Dylan being out there by himself with that monster. That's scary because he had nobody for
Hmm.
miles and miles to help him. He was at even if you try to get away from that man, if that man had any kind of
The
weapon,
man lived too close to him, and
but
they
not.
had a common area between them with that shed, and it was
Mhm.
the source of the argument.
Yep.
Because the guy locked off the shed access, which he shouldn't have done. Dylan
He
should
was.
have kicked
Yep.
the asshole out of there.
Yeah.
Mm.
But,
But
but Dylan thought of him like as a crazy old man and didn't pay no attention. But hey, them sometimes them crazy old men are crazy and they'll hurt you.
yeah,
You
well,
know.
he wasn't there by himself for any reason. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, he was abnormal.
Yeah. And for him to be out in such a secluded area is just there's so much potential that Dylan could have done with his land and
Well, did Dylan
time.
wanted to make a miracle happen because that land really was difficult to cultivate. I mean, he was a true farmer. He was able to get in there, work the land, plant seed, and make it grow. He made a first year crop. He did a
He
great
did.
job.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what his mom said. And I listened and like that's a mom's pride. and she's talking about her son wanting to be a farmer, and he made growth out of desert. He made it grow.
Yes, Ocean. They said that they got him on the charge of D something human remains, and we looked it up the other day. They found his body. I don't know if you know that, but it meant like either burning it or dismembering and all that. So I assume
Desecration. It was
that's
desecration of a
yeah,
corpse.
yeah, there you go. It was
Hmm.
desecration. So that's one of the charges. So I assume that's what he did,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, it was really sad. This kid was
Yeah.
an entrepreneur. He learned how to farm from his grandfather. He said, "I'm going
Mhm.
to take a challenge. You have this property down here. I'm gonna take a desert and I'm gonna make it flourish." And he was successful. And you
Oh,
have this malicious neighbor that he had shared common grounds with this shed. Could not back his truck in when the rain was coming in to prevent molding the seed. And this man just freaked out on him. That's what I think. And it's really, despicable how people are. We are
mhm.
seeing such evil come out of people. You go down to New York City now, you can get just punched in the face randomly for
That's
no
yeah,
reason,
I've seen that. A lot of people
right?
are getting punched and
I
elbowed
mean,
in the face.
people are getting their jaws broke, noses broke, orbitals, and their eyes broke
I
because
know.
somebody just come out and bam, slam hammer you in your freaking face. Just
They're so mad. People are just mad. To assault someone like that is
who
horrific.
would why would you want to do that to somebody?
I saw a man was on their street. I don't know if it was in New York or where it was at, but he was a street preacher, and this man came up to him and just slapped him as hard as he could in the face. And I said, "That's a demon. That's a
Yeah, it's a
devil."
demon. You see these guys, they got guns in the subway. They'll
Hmm.
take a whole subway bus hostage with their gun and stick their gun in everybody's face before the subway stops where you can get out. We
Wow,
got people defecating in their pants in fear that they're going to get their freaking head blown off.
wow, that's
Who
scary.
the hell wants to go down to New York anymore?
I know that's scary,
I don't
scary
go to New
stuff.
York no more. I'm not visiting down there.
Yeah,
I'm not even comfortable going to the beaches there anymore because I don't know what the hell I'm going to find.
it's everywhere. It's not just there. It's everywhere anymore.
Yeah.
People are just evil. The devil's taking over. He's the god of the world right now. I mean, he's not the true God, but he has control. A lot of people are letting him have control. God gives us free will, and we choose whether we want to follow him and let him rule our lives or follow God. And it's not easy to follow God. I mean, it's
Well, if
hard.
you have a pure heart, it is.
Yeah.
I
But
always say if you're feeling shame and you're feeling remorse, God is
mhm.
still in your soul.
Right, amen. Did you see the news on Milwaukee where the remains of different parts were found,
Yeah.
stove parts
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
train?
They're thinking that was a serial killer.
They arrested the guy. It was a 19-year-old
Hmm.
woman's legs in the park. Wow.
Yeah. They thought that was a serial killer. So I don't know if all those remains are the same person or multiple people.
That's the same place.
Who just said that in the chat? Who just said that?
Stillwater.
I can't see. So what is that? Ask her if that was the same person or multiple people.
Was that the same person or multiple people? Saltwater.
I
Ain't that the same place that Jeffrey Dahmer did all that?
don't know. That maybe that's somebody that's trying to
Milwaukee.
be a
The
um
Milwaukee was Jeffrey Dahmer's serial killer
oh
land.
God.
Have you ever watched this movie, My Friend Dahmer?
No. My
It's,
friend Dahmer. No.
it's about him growing up in school and being weird. And like collecting roadkill, and he finds this old shack in the woods, and he goes in and dissects roadkill and all this stuff. And um his dad finds it, and his dad starts worrying about his mental health, so he burns down the shack. And like he gets more and more weirder the older he gets, but he gets popular because he's weird. And so
Was he
um
schizophrenic?
I just think he's freaking evil,
Mm-hmm.
because he even said it himself. But he had a darkness in him.
Yeah.
And well, do you know the story of Dahmer?
Yeah, pretty much. I've heard a lot of it through the years. Poor guy, he got killed in jail.
Yeah,
Sucker punched. They came from him behind in the bathroom.
yeah. He let him do it because he was just an evil, evil, evil person. I mean, he knew he had a darkness in it.
Right.
It came in him. And Dahmer's mom or father said that it was because the mom took a bunch of medicine when she was pregnant. But I think
Mm,
she probably did some kind of witchcraft or voodoo, and it entered into him. And that's my opinion about things when children are dark like that. Something happened either in that child's childhood or during birth. And that's why I advise women not to do that ring thing over their belly to see the gender, because that's a form of witchcraft. And you can open up portals for your babies, and for bad, evil to come in. And I believe something like that happened because he admitted that he would do it again. You know,
right. He
but
couldn't control himself. Yeah.
Miss Daisy NYC was like that before Jillian was in mayor. NYC was cleaned up when he became mayor, and
That's
now
true.
we're back to heck again.
That's true. She's talking about New York City Mayor
Giuliani,
what
Rudy
is his name? Gian Root
Giuliani,
Gian not Gianni.
Giuliani.
Giuliani. Thank you. Yeah. Giuliani actually was a wonderful mayor. He after 9/11 wound up being over the security of the next Olympics and got involved with Trump and fought to tell the truth, and he was taken down with the Kraken, which is is terrible.
Yeah.
Giuliani is now divorced, and
Oh,
they've made a spectacle of him. Still does. You can pull him up on YouTube and still hear him. But
uh-huh.
he was America's best mayor.
Oh,
He was America's mayor, Giuliani. He was a
yeah.
good mayor. And he did. He cleaned up New York. Right now, it's going to be really hard to clean up New York. This guy right now, he's got his hands full. He is trying to get rid of these immigrants because of the homelessness and everything that's going on there. But, and then, all these crimes,
Yeah.
of which they can't, put a name to because these people are not registered properly.
Yeah.
Um, but New York's got a problem, and this mayor here, who initially accepted it, really he's over his head in water. He's drowning. He's drowning.
It's kind of like in uh there in Pennsylvania with Kensington, right?
Yeah, because it's gotten to the point where, what do you do? How do you control it?
Well, the
It's
problem
overwhelming.
is when they quit supporting law enforcement is where they messed up.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
By kicking your law enforcement to the side and to the curve.
Mm-hmm.
Our law enforcement is our backbone of America. Our military and our law enforcement, and,
Yep.
it's, they've really messed up.
Yep. We're like I said, people are changing, and you're going to see it get worse. I don't know what is going on with the population, but it's getting more and more barbaric, and they're regressing. They're going back to an age where people starved to death, didn't care if they hurt another person. and feel it's okay to see somebody die because you were slighted because they didn't like your sneakers. I mean,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. That's why we gotta. I don't even know. I I don't even know. If Jesus
No.
come to me, I would be happy.
I often wonder, how is Jesus going to come? How will we see him? We see signs, but I really feel
They're
that
coming
when
in a cloud. They said he's coming in a cloud on a horse.
when a cloud and a horse, but I do believe, even if you don't see him, I think something will possess your soul, like evil is possessing people's souls today. I think those that are true believers will just be possessed more. And I think
Mhm,
in that they will be protected. They
mhm.
may have to go through horrific things, but um, I think their faith in knowing they will reunite with God in heaven will bring them solace during those last tragic moments. And I know that
Mm.
sounds terrible to say, but how do you wrap your head around being alive 1 minute and dead the next, and what's going to happen with your soul?
Well, you mean like when Jesus comes?
Yeah, or anytime you die, you know?
Well, when Jesus comes, we're not going to die. We're going to resurrect with our bodies.
You believe that. So you believe in the
Yeah,
rapture.
yeah, yeah. Because the dead in Christ will rise first. They'll reconnect with their bodies,
So that'll,
and then
that'll be like Enoch. Enoch
Mhm.
didn't die.
Nope. Or Elijah. Elijah
Elijah
was.
didn't. Right.
Yeah.
And how about Noah? Did Noah die?
Hmm.
Noah died. Yeah. So it's Enoch and Elijah. But they were just
Moses
cast up
died.
into the arms of the Lord, and they were never died.
They walked with God, and I think there might have been one more, but
Yeah.
we don't know. I mean, we honestly don't know how many people God's took since then up to heaven, and I mean, He could have took others without taking
Well,
their bodies.
I have had
I
several
mean,
people.
them
I've been
dying.
dealing with a lot of death, a lot of cancer diagnoses around me, and people dying. And I remember going to one person's casket and saying goodbye. And, I genuflect, which is Catholic. And because he was Catholic, it was all Catholic. And I went and I went to the lectern and not the lectern, the thing that you kneel on. And I was saying goodbye. I said, Frankie, goodbye.
Mhm.
And I couldn't pray. I almost felt like he wasn't dead. And I'm like, Frankie, I'm sorry that this prayer is dismembered. I'm not doing a good thing here,
Mhm.
but um, I feel like you're still alive, and I just want you to know I've always loved you all your life. And I
Aw.
mean, I feel like I'm going to be back with this person.
Mhm. You could very well. That could have been.
I think he was a rapture person. Who says the rapture has to happen all at once? Maybe it's happening as we go, and we don't even realize we're in the rapture.
I don't know. I mean, I think because it says when the trumpet blows that the people that Jesus is coming for his people. So I think it will be. I think people that don't believe will suddenly be holding their newborn children, and their newborns will be gone. Their children will be gone up to a certain
Okay.
age,
So,
and
okay.
because and also I think that they're going to try to make it look like it's aliens come and abducted people when that happens, because they don't want people to know. Hey, Fonda Cheese Man, they don't want people to know that God's real. They've done everything they could so far to stop people from believing in that God's real. They basically taught us in school that we arrived from monkeys and all kinds of bullshit.
That's all
Uh,
bullshit. Yeah.
hmm, my honest opinion, and I know you probably think different than me, I do believe the Bible, and I am not 100% sure and this is just my beliefs, I don't expect nobody else, but I am starting to think that there is land beyond the ice wall that we are unaware of, and um, that we live on a flat Earth. I believe there's no such thing as other planets. I think our stars, our moon, and our sun is in the firmament. I don't believe they've ever got past that, because if you look at the moon at night, you can see clouds behind that moon. I don't believe the sun's that far away. And it makes perfect sense. Everything makes perfect sense when you start thinking about it. And I believe that hell is in the middle of the earth, like it says in the Bible. And what else was I going to say? I don't remember. Oh, that when Jesus comes, they're going to try to say that it's aliens. And I do believe that there is still Nephilim on Earth to this day. I think that
Mhm.
Nephilim exist. They're just hiding them out because there's too many sightings of Bigfoots, too many sightings of them here lately. I
Yeah,
don't believe in aliens. I believe they're demonic entities, is what I think.
yeah. So to answer everything you just said, I do believe that the sun. So I do believe in the mathematics of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla said everything on Earth that lives with carbon base, the only way you can live is with carbon, has a geometry of 369. 369. And the sun from the Earth has that geometry of 369. Our forehead to our nose is 369. Our cheeks to our lips are 369. And this earth has that geometric pattern of this 369, this mathematical code
Hmm.
that is interrelated to origin. And I'm not sure if earth is flat as we're saying it. It may be a sphere, but the earth may be visualized outside of the firmament as flat. I do believe there's a firmament. I do believe our firmament does coalesce the 9 planets plus the 10th missing one that comes in. Um, I believe that has been through history that we have seen with generations before us.
Hmm.
Um, I do believe we are probably the sixth or seventh different generation on this earth in its billions of years to inhabit.
You think the
Uh,
Earth is billions of years?
I do. I do.
I don't.
Uh, I think
I
it's
think we're
very
past.
old. And the only reason I know that is because when you test carbon and carbon dating, the amount of years it goes back. Um, I do believe we've had geographical changes based upon earthquakes and atmosphere and pole shifts. Um, I do believe we're in a firmament. We are seeing stars. We have one star. It is the sun. I do believe we have a moon. My problem with the moon is the moon doesn't rotate. It just goes with the earth and we only see one of its axes. To me, I feel the moon was artificially placed there. I know people will think I'm crazy. I do believe it's an artificial place. It is not a real moon. Um, but it has a lot of effect on our gravitational pull on the oceans. Um, it does affect women's menstrual cycles. It affects
It
any
affects
body fluid in the body, brain and how you think.
pressure.
Yeah. So I think that we are part of firmament, and within the firmament, looking out into the firmament I do believe Earth may appear flat in that way of looking at it. I believe hell is in the middle of earth. I think it's molten rock and fire and brimstone, just as said in the Bible. Um, I will tell you this: CERN, the CERN that they have now reactivated, is to break the firmament wall to bring in bad astral antibodies that for some reason they feel it's okay to have this Hindu statue with multiple arms and legs that is the birthing of death in front of Shiva. Why would they have Shiva in front of the Society of CERN
Because
to do this anti-collider mechanism to create a black plasma that can absorb the earth and its atmosphere in its presence and make us a black hole? Why do you want that destruction? Shiva's destruction. They have it there. And I do believe they are trying to bring in bodies. They look at
they're
celestial
trying to bring in
times,
demonic
and it
entities.
is all a cult, and it's a witchcraft,
It is.
and it is against God's divine design. And they are doing this stuff. And it's unfortunate that we, as normal people trying to raise families, take care of parents, do good in society, do good works in our work, take care of our animals, take care of our environment, try to exist the best we can, and
Yes.
turn our shoulder to anybody that's coming against us. Try to forgive. Say, God, please hear my prayers. I'm doing the best I can. I'm trying to be a better human. Why are these son of a bitches trying to bring in evil entities to make our life of being good people more harder? That's how I look at it.
Because they got the devil in them.
They do.
Exactly what it is. They
So
got the.
I believe in everything you say. I just think we have not found, we are not advanced enough in our science to really understand what the meaning of flat Earth is. Really,
There's
really,
been.
I
I've done some deep diving, and there's a lot of evidence out there that you
yeah.
would not believe that proves that the Earth is flat. A lot of studies.
You should do a live and ask certain people that are specialists in that
Mhm.
understanding. Bring them on and talk to them and have them explain it. I think that live would bring
I'm not
all kinds.
100% convinced, but
Yeah,
there
I'm
is.
tired of people, taking
Uh,
this and clipping it and saying this is Dom DeFur and Daisy talking about this is how stupid they are and clipping it and putting it on a chroma thing.
They've
You know,
already done it before.
yeah. Well, I would
No
like to
one
see
but me. They've
instead,
already put me over
you
saying
know,
that, but I'm entitled to how I feel.
well, I'll tell you, Miss Daisy, I can give you a Delta
Uh,
pilot with over 40 years who's retiring now from Delta that will
uh-huh.
tell you the earth is flat. I'll give
He
him to
thinks.
you.
Does
He'll
he
talk
think
on your
it?
channel. He'll
Does
talk on
he?
his.
Is he a believer?
Yeah, he's a pilot, 40 years with Delta.
Exactly right. Because there
I'll give
you
him
go.
to you.
Bring him up. We'll do a show.
He flies out of Tampa, Florida with
Mhm.
Delta. He's now retiring.
And he
He was
believes the Earth
forced
is
to
flat.
retire for his eyesight.
There you
Yeah,
go.
I'll give him
They
to
say
you.
pilots know because they have to use the flat Earth map.
Well, the pilot knows.
Mhm.
If somebody would tell me the Earth is flat, and I asked him. I said to him, I said,
Mhm.
"Listen, Mac, why is the Earth looking round when we see it from satellite?"
Because the dome.
Yes,
Oh,
you're
the
you're gonna
satellite is
love them.
hmm,
You're gonna love them.
the only part around that you see is NASA image, fake images, my opinion. But Dame, I hate to jump off here, but it is 4:14 in the
I
morning.
know. I gotta go. I gotta go to bed. I
But
love
I
you.
thank you for coming up and talking to me, and I
Thank
love you
you.
too.
Good night.
And I
I'm
hope
gonna
we have
give you
a
my Delta pilot, and you can have a conversation.
Bring him up. We'll do it.
I will. All right.
Okay. I
Good night,
love you.
everybody. Thank you. Good night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Same.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. I want to thank everybody that came out tonight. Thank you all for being here and supporting me and hanging out with me most of the night, y'all. I want to tell you all to stay prayed up, stay safe out here on these YouTube streets. Pray for our country, pray for Israel, pray for our world, y'all. Pray for people's salvation. But I love y'all. God bless you guys. Don't get caught up on these YouTube streets. Good night, everybody. I love y'all.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself